The genius of the Leo Cap joke is that it has multiple layers.
Yeah, get your wrestling ass on.
I don't want to leave my house.
God, I love that pay rent.
Gotta love it.
They don't deserve to exist, just like wasps.
I think mermaids are real.
What happened in the Rosa Parks episode then?
Comparable to a Lego.
Chad Miles get his ass beat for looking at me wrong. No disrespect. No disrespect.
And I definitely eat them naked most of the time.
Take it away, shit.
I'm Governor Roy Cooper. We're in a state of emergency.
Welcome to episode 23 of the Hey Quick Question podcast. Today's topics include a lengthy Candyman review, the art of booing, and what will it take for Logan Paul to hire you? Or is it Jake Paul? I don't know what fucking brother it is.
All right, well, since we're on and everybody's recording, we all look okay. You guys ready to just hit it, jump into it?
Let's go ahead and jump in. Corbin Blue.
Corbin Blue.
Push it.
All right, who's doing the intro?
In it to win it.
I'll do it.
Welcome back to the Hey Quick Question podcast, sponsored by James Dean. I'm not actually using that.
I was about to say, are we in? James, who you talk to?
What is your opinion on James Dean for you to bring that up? What made you think of James Dean right now?
Nothing needs to be on my mind for bring up random shit. You know.
Can I ask you? No. Can I? Yeah, right. So what is your opinion on James Dean?
Subpar.
Subpar?
Yeah.
Why?
He'll be dicking them down right all the time, bro. You gonna tell me sit there? You gonna sit there and tell me that?
No, please go ahead and explain something. I'm gonna give you
10 times.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Listen, if I'm watching a porno, bro, I'm not trying to look for no fucking half-ass sex, bro. Like, if you taking it slow, like you making love to her, I ain't trying to see that shit.
You think James Dean half-asses sex in porn?
Not all the time, but more like a good amount of times, yeah.
The scene I remember the most for him is it's not really a scene. I remember a thumbnail, but he just punches a woman. I'm not joking. It's like a full.
Bro, just had a bad day.
It's like like if I could find it, I'd show you. I don't know if I want to try that hard to find it. But
Samara, do you have an opinion of James Dean?
I don't know who that is.
Interesting.
Male porn star.
Interesting. That's fair. I thought they were talking about somebody else entirely.
Do you have a favorite? I know there is a different James Dean. I know that for sure.
They knew what they were talking about. I did not.
I had no idea.
Do you have a favorite male porn star, Tavares?
No.
That's not true. And you know, no.
That's completely true.
Why not?
What do you mean?
That's
You clearly decided who you don't like. So how did you figure out who you do
Yeah,
like?
I can have people who I don't like, but not have people that I do like to see on the screen.
That's
It's just I don't want to see
No,
these
that's
people on screen.
ridiculous.
Everybody else, whatever.
Yeah, I
It's
disagree
whatever.
entirely.
How is that? How is it whatever? They perform well enough for you to enjoy seeing on screen.
They should perform well enough for me to not notice it today.
If you have
You
women
can't
that
not
you
notice
like,
it. What do you mean?
if you have female porn stars that you like, then you almost certainly have male porn stars that you like. You may not have thought about it for
It's
longer than
crazy
5
how
minutes.
it's proven by the fact that I do not have any male porn stars I like. You see how that happened right there?
Do you know their names?
James Dean.
It's the only one you know.
He's lying. He's
James.
lying. He's just lying through his teeth. If you notice James Dean not doing a good
You're
job,
projecting.
Are you unable?
You're fucking projecting.
Me,
Yes.
you were able to notice him not do a good job. So, but
Yes.
you're not able to notice other people do a good job.
If they're doing an adequate job, I don't notice them. If they're doing a bad job, then I notice them and I tell them to get the fuck off the screen.
That's what
Or
you
I
tell
turn it
him.
off.
You tell him that.
Right.
That's literally there's nothing
you type on
above
the
that.
comments.
It's just stops there. Yes, get the fuck off the screen, you little dick fuck. Yeah.
Samara,
Yes.
what is your
We're still
feelings on
recording,
this?
by the way.
Where you at with
putting me on
this?
blast?
No, it's a sharing environment.
I'm just curious why he doesn't want to admit that he does pay attention to male porn stars.
Once again, I do not. Why are you projecting on me? You
How
fuck.
can you-
Are you?
Because
How
it's
gay
not
are you?
projecting.
I think if it's about the woman being pleasured, then you would want a guy that knows what he's doing. So there would probably be a guy that you would see often because he knows how to put it down.
We're not
Apparently
saying that
I'm
you
watching
like
porn
to
wrong.
see. We're not saying that you like to see his big ham. We're
No,
just
you're
saying
not.
that.
I'm saying I don't have a favorite male porn star.
No, it's not
Like
about favorite.
the way
Favorite's
he
strong.
handles.
But porn stars that you like more than others.
Don't care about them.
Wow.
You don't pay attention to the guy at all.
No.
Interesting.
I'm not saying anybody who does is gay. I'm saying I do not.
Whoa.
Nobody said that.
Hey.
Nobody.
No. Tavares, nobody.
None of us said that
I'm
word.
saying
Nobody
that I
said
didn't say that.
Right, no, we know. We know.
What are y'all saying? Whoa,
It's
for?
the
I'm saying
fact that
I
you
didn't say
had
that.
to verbally
What?
say it.
He had to let us know.
You're saying it's okay to look at male porn stars.
Sure, if that's what you're into.
Not that you do.
Basically.
I think
Alright.
I think it's not necessarily looking at them. It's just how they handle a woman.
Observe them. I don't know. Yeah. Either way,
It matters.
It's not my steez, bro.
Sometimes the dudes just they be on their own shit. Sometimes they be like, yeah, stick a pinky in my, and it's like
Sometimes they really be talking.
they be sometimes
Okay,
they
yeah.
talk too much.
If they're sitting there moaning in
Sometimes
the camera, bro, I'm turning it off.
niggas be posing and shit like fucking no, nigga. Like I
You
don't
doing
want
this
to.
for?
That's what they do. Straight
They
up.
try to
They
get
be
on
making
camera.
jokes.
Hold on.
Oh, I hate when they make jokes.
No, because that's what I do. I relate to it. It's like, you know what? You're a cool guy.
You got a problem.
Ugh.
I got a problem?
Who are you flexing to?
Yeah.
Me?
Who are you flexing to?
What do you
You
mean?
make jokes.
Yes.
Like
Sometimes.
knock.
Not well.
Knock,
maybe
knock.
if it calls for like if there's like a slow moment, like you know what I mean? Like
Knock, knock.
there's a time. Banana.
Jesus. Oh man.
There's a slow moment, you can fit like a little joke in there. Nothing too crazy.
We've been recording for 6 minutes.
We got a good intro here. Let's do it. Welcome to the Hey Quick Question
Podcast.
podcast, episode 23. It's co-host number Zeta, Dion Marcus Cook here, followed by co-host number.
1,
4.
Samara.
Okay.
She was first. Go ahead, Samara. Do your thing.
Hey, Samara.
And her
That's it.
thing is over. Eric, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Shit. All right, Tavares, you're next.
All right, co-host iPhone number 4.
Ooh, that's
The
a good one.
the fourth
The
iPhone.
fourth
Oh my.
iPhone.
That's
that
like
was a game
fifth
changer.
generation. Fifth
That was a game
generation is
changer.
the fourth one. 4S? Anyway.
Should have
whatever.
put 5C.
No, not the S, just the regular 4.
Oh,
Oh, not the 4S. Just
Can't
the
be
4.
special over here. Nah, we got to.
Nah, nothing special. Nothing special. All right, well, I'm ready to start the show. You guys ready to kick this shit off?
Let's do this.
What's our first question today? Ooh, Candyman. Thoughts?
Like how you said that like he wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't.
Surprise!
I forgot which one was first. Leave me alone.
Surprise!
If you were an urban legend, what's your story? What do you do? Guys, how do we feel about Candyman?
Well,
is this the movie or Candyman?
The movie.
Okay.
we're talking about
ahead,
the new one, right?
Yes, the new movie.
All right.
We could talk about the old one too.
So I watched the new one before watching the original, which I feel like should not matter. I'm gonna say that now because I did end up going back to watch the original. So what I take away from this now should be fair. I think overall, from the movie experience I had, beyond the baby crying like four seats over to the right of me, was decent. It seemed like a decent film. I was not blown away. I did think it looked visually pretty good. I wasn't pulled away by any like the effects towards the end. That was all pretty good. I don't think the story was bad. I have now heard that there was varying opinions about where people don't like where they took the movie. Is this going to be a spoiler review?
Yes, I think so.
Right. So, the whole police brutality thing, you know what? When I first got into it, being that I didn't watch the original, at that time I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I thought it made sense at that point because I never saw the original. And I was like, this is an interesting way to look at that. Okay, that's cool. And I guess the big thing now is just like getting to the end and watching him descend into being small tad thing. I don't fully understand if Candyman is like has superpowers. Is he just a normal guy?
No, he's a ghost.
He's a
No,
ghost.
He's been a ghost the whole time.
So he
about it.
can't be physically touched.
No,
I
you
would say
can't
no,
defeat
no,
him.
he can.
Like in the
What?
first, okay, here's the thing, and this is what I think a big confusion comes in between the first movie and this movie. In the first movie, Helen defeats him by like stabbing him or whatever, and he's like, but I don't think he's actually like hurt. Like, oh, you hurt me. I think he was really upset that she took the baby. That's what he wanted. She took the baby, and he was like, ah, you know. I think characters like this don't get killed or destroyed; they get defeated. You're gone for right now. I'll see you later, though.
It looked really confusing to me when I watched the original one that she just stabbed him because earlier in the scene where I think it was like a dream, she stabbed him in the neck and he just got up like, "Hi, Helen."
Yeah.
And then like at the end he gets stabbed and he's like, "Ah!" Like
yeah,
Dave
I think
Chappelle.
it was a little over the top.
And I was just thinking like, "Huh? She could have stabbed you the whole time?" It was like, okay.
I think it does tie into the baby thing though.
That the baby, that taking away the baby.
Yeah, that was his big goal.
Taking away the baby's musical.
He wanted a white woman and he wanted a baby, so there would always be a Candyman, and then also because he can't move on from the white delight that he
oh, that's a good.
Can't move on. What? He wanted a white woman. He said, Helen, you know you're just like that fiery little snow bunny I knew all the way back then. So then you know
what, she looked good too. I don't blame him. I
thought the first movie was more about she doubted him. That was his whole purpose. She doubted him and spread that doubt throughout the community.
Damaging him. That's the only way you can hurt him.
His whole thing is that you have to believe in him for him to manifest.
Correct.
Now, he is a corporeal being.
He's definitely a fucking ghost.
I mean,
but
he has
for some reason, because he can like teleport through walls and shit like that.
He can just show up wherever he wants.
But he can also be touched and damaged. Or seen, kind of damaged. We don't know if it hurts him.
Kind of, a little bit seen, maybe, possibly hurt. Not really sure.
We don't know if it actually hurts him, but his form gets damaged.
Yeah, I think the new Candyman is like, it's kind of solidifying what he can and can't do. Whereas the old one, it was literally the first time with the concept. So they were limited by technology. They were limited by time, I bet, to think of, some really solid rules for him.
I think it was sleeping.
They made 2 more movies. So in those 2 movies, they might have changed. They might have changed some of the, the rules in those 2 sequels. You got to keep in mind about with these old concepts, like Friday the 13th, for example. In the beginning, it was his mom. It wasn't even Jason. His mom was avenging him in the first movie. The second movie, then you get Jason. And it just sort of evolves over time so that he's this super-powered zombie now. Michael Myers the same thing.
He's definitely superpowers at this point.
Right. Michael Myers the same thing. He used to just be a guy with a knife and a mask. Now he's the Undertaker. Like, he can't die. It doesn't matter what you do. We're going to make 20 movies. Who cares? Freddy too. Freddy being like a mythical villain. You know what I mean? Like, he has magic, but also if I punch him in the right context, I could actually hit him. In other contexts, then it's just like, he'll just eat your fist and freak you out. So it's like that. Like, I think it's just, this is the new rules, so these are the real rules.
I did watch all 3 of the original movies, and I can say it's very inconsistent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With his abilities, I'd say that. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
Where do his abilities stand right now after this new movie? Like, what can and can't he physically do right now?
He has. All right. Let's look at Candyman like a wrestling character, right?
Okay.
He has a certain moveset.
Oh yeah, brother.
That's right.
He has the which seems like a teleporting ability, right?
Yeah.
Because in the first one, he could tell her he was outside her apartment. Did he teleport inside her apartment?
Yeah, he was just bopping her. In the first movie, he literally showed up wherever he was needed, even if it was for a moment. He showed up in a parking garage to hypnotize her. Like, he can literally show up wherever he wants, as long as he has a hold on you. But now I wonder, how does he get that? Without saying his name full 5 times in the mirror, how does he,
he got
decide?
it from her doubting it.
Yeah, it's the doubt.
He got the hold
because the whole
he
time
doubted him.
Because the whole time in the garage, that's what he said. Like, you doubted me, and now I have to show everybody else. Use you as an example.
Right. And that's kind of what happened in this movie. Because, like, in the beginning, Yaya's character, Tony, he said Candyman in the reflection, and then he fucking appeared.
That was the whole purpose.
It also
he showed up like, okay.
Prophecy.
Y'all think I'm playing?
Vibes.
Yeah.
I would say, to finish up what I was saying, his finishing move would be the fucking bees.
Not the hook. It's the bees.
I think It's
He
Hook.
takes
It's,
in the bees. Yeah.
oh, that part. Maybe old Candyman. New Candyman floats around with fucking bees. New Candyman flies. It's
He's a
amazing.
fucking vampire.
It's amazing. He literally
The old
levitates to you.
didn't the old one like fly out of like the hospital?
Kind
Was
of,
he
yeah.
flying too?
Yeah, kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is literally like this is
It's super
Superman with
existent.
bees. This is Superman with bees.
And a hook hand.
Yeah. This is a pirate. This is a super pirate.
This is what they're
This is-
afraid of. They think Black
Captain-
Superman's gonna go around taking their white women. That's
What's
what they're
the pirate?
afraid
What's the pirate from Peter Pan?
of. Hook. Captain
Captain
Hook.
Hook.
This is it. This is just the guy, but black. And bees, I guess.
I mean, if Captain Hook was ripping kids apart from the neck to the
Couldn't he-
belly
can
button,
Captain
that
Hook
would
also
be
fly?
bullets.
couldn't he also fly?
No.
Nothing was real in there, right?
No.
Wait, did he fly?
Neverland is
Did he
real.
levitate?
Neverland is real, but niggas fly because of Tinkerbell's little dust on her ass.
Oh.
They
Wasn't his whole
shake her
thing
for
that
all
he
she's
couldn't
got, and then
fly?
they can fly.
That he what?
He couldn't fly because he wasn't a child anymore.
Yeah,
Talk
that
about-
might be it too.
Captain
Because they
Hook.
all were. Yeah, they all were child. Yeah, because all the pirates were not children.
Samara, how did you feel about Candyman?
How did you feel about Peter
The
Pan?
new one.
I don't know. I liked the first one. I have a lot of like sentimental value to the first one.
Ah.
So the second one, I don't know. It was weird that they went like police brutality route, and you could tell it's like something that Jordan Peele put his hands on, and not in a bad way.
It had the peel effect.
Not in a bad way. I thought
That-
it was good.
That monkey paw's really like on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You're in the booth like looking at footage, and monkey paw just you know
Creeps
you
up-
go,
he creeps up on you.
I gotta
Literally.
let me write something for the scene real quick.
Racial tension. Put it at it.
But did you
But-
like it?
Yeah, I think I would watch it again. I think it was well made, but it did raise a lot more questions.
How about you guys' opinions? I want to ask you guys all your opinions, and then I'm gonna give mine about the.
I
about
got
And
the
the
host.
hold on, and
Sorry,
the
go ahead.
holes, bro. I was
Oh,
literally
Is that
sitting
freaking
there.
you out?
Me and Eric went to go see it. The holes, I wanted to throw up.
Yeah.
When
And why did you keep showing it?
Yes.
what part? Like his hand? Are we
At
talking?
the end.
Yes, when the guy ended
Remember when it
up.
was all up on his neck?
Yeah. The
Disgusting.
sawing off of his arm was not that bad. Him sticking the hook in his hand. Oh,
It's not.
wow.
It's not the arm. It's not the arm. It's not the hook. It's the holes, bro.
The holes in his skin. I
The
wanted
hole-
bees to come out of them. I really wanted bees to come out the holes because
Honestly, you know what? There could have been more
OG
bees in this movie.
there should have been more bees. Because OG Candyman, he just opened his fucking coat and there was a whole hive. So I
He
would have
opened
liked
his
if-
mouth.
Yes,
Or a white
that
woman
too.
who
Poured
kissed you.
bees into her mouth.
Yeah, stop.
Hey, quick side note. Y'all remember, Samara, you remember in 3 where he was like really weirdly incestuous with his who was his descendant?
He did what
Go
with
ahead,
what
go-
now?
go-
I didn't
go
watch
ahead,
the
go.
third one. I never had plans to.
Did he have bee sex with another woman? Was he the Candyman in the third one too? Because I thought it transferred over to being Helen after the first one.
So the second and third movies have to do with his lineage.
How does he have a lineage? He died. Or just all of a sudden established that he had children?
Well, we remember the reason why he died.
Helen, right?
The white woman.
Yeah,
She was
White
pregnant.
woman
Yeah.
who was pregnant.
Yeah, but like, you telling me they didn't get rid of it? Whatever.
I also feel like the narrative of there being multiple Candymans,
Candyman.
Is it
You're
Candy?
right.
Candyman.
like threw me like all the way off.
You didn't like
Really?
that?
Because
I like that a
understood
lot.
that.
I
Yeah,
liked
me
it a
too.
lot. I thought that it was a great way to keep it actually reminds me of Fear Street in the same way that they always had, a killer every so often. It's like the same thing. Like the power of Candyman is bigger than one person. The original is still
I'm
the
not
original.
saying it's a bad thing. I'm not
Okay.
saying it's
You
a
weren't
bad
expecting
thing.
it?
It was just never hinted at in the first one.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
true.
meant when I said earlier. This is like these are the new rules. Like if we make any more Candymen in the future, it'll be going off of this.
Samara, not to start an argument, but I disagree completely because we were watching it together, and you remember that at the end of the movie, at the end of the first movie, she got turned into what he was.
So
He
that's
technically be a
that.
Candyman?
I also saw that. That confused the fuck out of me because
That's
he didn't
true.
even
I'm
say
not talking
in
about
the
but
mirror.
I'm
He
not
didn't even say
talking about her.
Candyman. He just
said
said
her
Helen.
name. Yeah, he said
Yeah,
Helen
but like,
5
what-
times.
Right.
Yeah,
That's it, Helen. Just the
I'm
name
not-
Helen. That's it.
She's a vengeful spirit. You got to think about it
What?
like this. She's a vengeful spirit.
I
I'm-
can't just. Go ahead.
But I'm not talking about her because I was different. You watched it the entire time. He like latched onto her. I mean, as in like he was not like there's people after him. That was never hinted at. That like, oh well, here's this guy named Sherman who was innocent and the police beat him, and this is Candyman. Here's this
Yeah,
other guy.
She did
There's no
something
And
about
did
that.
this. Oh, this is also Candyman. Here's another guy. Like, I get the Helen thing. It makes sense because you're following the story the whole time. But, like, these new people.
In-
Like, and I get it because it's a story and it's a whole thing of he has to make an example out of Helen because Helen doesn't believe. So he has to show people that he exists. So I get it as in, like, every Candyman has this statement thing that has happened and they're showing people, especially in that area, in that environment. Like, so you don't forget these kind of things that are happening, but I wasn't expecting that from the new one.
I knew they were going to change some things, so I wanted to see, you know, how much they would change. And starting the film with the character Tony and his art, you know, with the noose in the hands, I was like, yeah, okay, you know, like I see where we're going with this already.
Yeah.
And he's wearing
Alright.
that hat, you know, and
Yeah.
his pants are rolled up to his calf. Yeah, I knew where we were going.
Soldier Boy hat.
Is that what that is?
Soldier Boy used to. If
The
you
beanie
remember, when
rolled
Soulja Boy-
up to the
Yeah.
top of your head?
If you remember when Soldier Boy was trying to fight Chris Brown publicly in like a little boxing fight, Soldier Boy was always wearing a red beanie.
Wow, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, you know.
I liked the movie a
Culture.
lot. It reminded me of. I like it a lot in the same way I like the movie Invisible Man, the newest one. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's really good. It had a lot of really nice camera angles. The lighting was really good. I loved the feeling of unease that the music brought in. Like the bees did a good job, like humming in the background, and you know when you could just feel when something was gonna happen, and then it did. You know, all those poor girls getting brutalized in the bathroom. It's like, I'm glad the black girl survived. I'm glad the Asian girl left. I'm glad they both were like too smart for this shit. I did like it a lot. I did like how they tried to modernize it, and the theme of like covering up black pain with myth and legend. I like that too. I do agree that when it came to the different iterations of Candyman, that it does kind of feel like they just sort of dropped it on you. Because with the character Burke, he was supportive the whole film. You know, we thought he was our friend. They didn't give us a hint that he was not on the up and up. And I think that's what we should have gotten earlier. You know, just a small hint that he was actually involved. Like the scene where it shows his sister getting murdered because she played the game. I think that scene could have maybe taken place a little bit earlier in the film. Just so we can go, oh, you know, like
Oh,
that's...
who is that character?
Yeah,
That could have
yeah.
happened at the beginning. That could have happened somewhere in the beginning.
Well, he was the one
coulda,
that
yeah.
saw that, like, basically got Sherman killed.
Right, but this is... See, him... He, instead of him going like, you know, oh, this is scary and I shouldn't bother with this, he went the other way. He, you know, he fell into it and he said, I'm going to help make more Candymen. And that's like, we should have gotten a taste of that sooner. I think it would have felt less out of left field. And then it would have also been like, fuck this guy, right? Like, fuck this guy in particular.
Yeah.
And the cops just do what they do anyway. You know, they're going to do that stuff anyway.
We're never gonna root for the cops. Yeah.
I did like the end where he's like circling around the cop car
Oh, yeah.
when she summons him.
Oh, yeah, that was
I did
good.
like that. I think I'm just biased to Tony Todd, honestly.
I like that we got a de-aged Tony Todd. Come on, de-aged. Come on. Albert, I crossed my fingers for that shit. I was like, come on. Once they covered his face in bees, I was like,
Yeah.
you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to. Give me de-aged Tony
Yeah.
Todd. So, I
think I'm
mean,
just biased, but
yeah.
I did like it. I would watch it again. I did enjoy it. I think the first one just like holds that sentimental value.
Special place in your heart. We'll see. When
Yeah.
Candyman 2 comes out in 4 years or less. We'll see if they can keep
And
it going.
why couldn't
Can't wait for Idris Elba to
why
be in
couldn't
it.
they have used Tony Todd instead of Sherman, bro?
Because he's old, I guess.
I probably would have loved it.
I think
That's
I
what
did want to
confused
see
me.
Tony Todd in that spot. I do
Right.
agree with you.
Right.
But seeing Sherman as like the most
I'm like, bro, who is Sherman? This goofy man over here.
he's got a claw.
He's
He's not trying to hurt nobody. He just want to give you candy, bro. Whoever was
Sherman's
putting the
the
razor
one-
blades in the candy, fuck that person.
Thank you. You got Sherman killed.
What a monster.
He had to hide in the walls.
Nigga was
Somebody-
living in the walls.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say a few things about the all the movies overall. One, Sherman is the one in the first movie who killed that woman, right?
No.
Because they said that he came through the walls. In this movie, he came through the wall.
What
But he
woman?
didn't kill anyone.
That was after he died from the cops.
Oh, the story of okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that was Sherman
Ruth?
coming through the wall.
So
Gotcha.
if you think about it, Sherman was always a candy man.
Yeah,
The one
yeah,
that
for
the one
Cabrini
that cut
Green.
the penis off the kid.
Yes, I think. But I'm more talking about the one who actually killed the woman by coming through the walls.
Ruthie Jean.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's digging way deep, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's where it all started.
I
That was Sherman, yeah.
I just can't picture him. If I just think about Sherman standing in that freaking parking deck, it just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
Like Tony
No.
Todd, Tony Todd, it's like scary, and he's explaining like him and being a legend and be my victim.
He's the queen bee of the the
Literally.
candy men. They're all just worker bees. It's always
Exactly.
Tony Todd at the end of the line.
Exactly.
I'll
So
say
I think
this.
as long as we keep him in the series in that same kind of role, then I think that'll make it.
Yeah. Be
better.
like, don't forget
Don't
where you came
forget.
from.
Don't feel we
Tell
came
it.
from what?
tell my story. Tell
I'll say
me.
this.
Yeah, my story. Your story is okay.
After watching the later like second and third movie, which I didn't really like because of basically the third movie ended with, oh well, we're gonna forget about you and everything that happened to you, and basically cover it up and cover up history like we've been doing for centuries.
Yeah,
Talking
The
kind of
Tony
a white
story?
woman right here.
yeah. His story, all their stories, honestly.
Okay.
Mhm.
You want to know one? This is real quick. One thing that I really want to see, I really
Real quick
really
question.
would love to see this, was the child Candyman. The one that was like a kid on a bike. I would love to see
Oh.
that in a film so bad. Like riding on his bike with the hook like up in the air and you're running, you're like, oh no, please. And he just, and he
Yeah.
keeps it ching-chinging.
But I
That
think
would
it's
be so
also interesting. I just thought about this. So when you look at the first one, they tortured him in that way. So they cut his arm, put honey on his chest, had the bees come and sting him. But like Sherman didn't have any of that. He just got beat. But he still has a hook and bees.
He was beat to death.
I
Yeah.
think,
So
Or
but
nothing.
how do they pick?
I think that the
Tony Todd
plenty-
picks.
There's
Tony
plenty
Todd
of
chooses.
people. There's plenty of people that are beat like that still get hooks, still get bees. But how are you picking those specific
no,
people?
but you're
Tony
missing,
Todd.
They
you're
get
missing the
bees,
fact
too?
that he was already Candyman. Like he was already acting like he was Candyman to begin with.
His role in the community
But some
was,
of them weren't.
Some of them worked, but if you're asking about him specifically, he could have been chosen because of that.
Wait,
No,
hold
I'm
on.
because
talking
he
in
was
We don't
general.
know. We don't know about the other ones. We don't know what they were doing, prior to their deaths. We don't know what led up to their deaths either. And those stories can be explored in the future. We know the original Tony Todd Candyman story. We know Sherman's story, and we know Tony's story, which is funny. His name is Tony, and Tony Todd. Anyway, we know Tony's story. You know what I mean? We know how they became what they became. Tony's is the most manufactured from this, from what we can tell.
So do you feel like Anthony would have always been turned into Candyman?
I think
Do you feel like the narrative was because he was the baby in the fire that got saved by Helen that he was always like destined to be? Because he got stung by the bee, which started the whole process. But would it have always happened had he not pursued
Cabrini Green.
Cabrini Green?
I think
That's his
if
art
he
thing.
stayed away, he would have been fine. But coming back, Tony Todd said, "Now hold on a minute. What's
agree with
that? Another king bee?"
I smell this.
I think
What
if he
is it?
stayed away, yeah, right, he would have been fine. But
Yeah.
I think the fucked up thing is the mind. Like what really fucks with your mind is he would have never stayed away. Or stayed away.
It's just based on the way his life was going, the way he was treating his mother. Really, Tony's a terrible guy, by the way. I don't even think he loves
Not
his
a good
girlfriend.
guy.
I don't. Remember when she
He's
blew a kiss
using
at him
her.
and he fucking kicked it? What kind of shit is that? What a monster!
Messi kicked that shit out of here.
He said, "Ew!" Like, what a monster. Anyway,
Get those cooties out of here.
And you don't want to call and talk to your mom. She finally made it out of
Like,
the hood
she got out of the hood, and you're not even trying to hang out with your mom.
at 2 years old.
Yeah,
She got it together when you were 2.
Tony's a piece of shit. Anyway,
Also, I think Candyman did that shit out of spite. But whatever.
Tony sucks. I don't remember where I was going with this because I got stuck on Tony being such a bad person. Remember when he smiled at those people who died on TV because they said
He
his
was
name?
like, they said my name.
My nigga, like.
He like looks over and they're like literally coming. They're like, bro, come on. He's like,
They
what?
said my piece. They said my name.
I said,
Whoa,
I just talked to these people like last night, bro. Like, are you kidding me? They said my name. It's kind of cool.
To be fair,
Tony's
they
a
were
bad
assholes.
person.
But
Tony's
you
a
know,
bad
I
person.
think that could be a little bit of like foreshadowing to what happened because that was
100%.
Candyman. Like, he feeds off that people talking about him, and that's how you keep it going. So when it started,
He
when
was
they said
already
Anthony-
narcissistic.
and when they said Anthony McCoy and say my name, he might have
Yeah.
like it already started the process. He's like, I like this.
Say my name some more. Say my name some
Exactly.
more. You're right. I
Do it
fully
again.
agree with that. And this is what I mean when I say that the movie is really good.
Yeah.
Because it breeds all of these ideas. You can see them in the film.
Yeah.
You know, we see him tweaking, but he never tells anybody. He's painting all of these candy men. He's literally looking at his generals on the wall, and he doesn't even say anything to anybody. I'm fine. You know, I'm just chilling, doing art.
I know he just because then he went to the guy and was like, "There's more," and then he
Mhm.
was like explaining the story of like each person.
Yeah. It just
But-
went into his head, and he said, "Yes,
Yeah.
say my name."
That's
It's just
why
crazy.
That's why I think Jordan Peele is like one of the best ones to do this project because he always leaves like he always makes movies that you have to rewatch a few times and you just catch something new every time you watch it. You're like, "Oh wait, I didn't see that." And that's just like foreshadowing this. So, I think he did well.
I wonder
think it was
if
good.
and this is kind of just headcanon shit. I wonder if Burke was following that bee, and then it stung Tony, and he was like, good,
Got him.
that's the one, that's the one.
Started
Got him.
burning,
Bags
rubbing
down,
his
he's like,
hands like,
"Hey, come
we
on,
got
brother."
him.
Yeah.
We got the one.
Got him.
Hey,
He said,
hey,
"Yes,
let me get you something.
sir."
You want to stop by my
Yes,
laundry mat real
sir.
quick?
Yeah, want
Yes,
some chicken
sir.
fried rice, the Chinese spot across the street.
So my thing is, after 3, y'all want to spoil the third movie for you more
Go
than I
ahead.
already have.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
you did, yeah.
not planning on watching it.
I'm not gonna watch
Uh, he's gone. Like the original Candyman is gone. He got
Oh.
defeated permanently, right?
Not
Or
it.
something
He got
like that.
defeated. He got defeated.
He got defeated permanently.
Tony?
Yeah. It was hinted at. It was heavily hinted.
How do they do it?
Destroying his original paintings.
Okay, yeah.
It was like- it was something
Inconsistent
about-
bullshit. Go ahead.
It was some bullshit about destroying the bad and the good, and his good was the painting because he was an artist.
What?
I don't fucking know. It was not a good movie.
I mean, if it was about destroying his like legacy, right? Who do you know would look at his paintings and go, "Oh, you know, Candyman painted these"? No, they're gonna
that's the
say his
thing.
name.
That was the whole purpose of the story. Her, the woman, the main character, was his descendant,
Oh, and she was white.
and she was white. But she was like, okay, he has all this shit around him, like, he's the Candyman, blah blah blah. But he was this beforehand, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool that you look at it like that. And then by the end of the movie, she's like, no, fuck that, fuck your legacy. We don't care about you. We're gonna cover up your history. But anyway,
She was white,
that's what bugged me. That's what bugged me.
and
She
that
was
was
white,
the
yeah, I
main
agree.
plot of the movie.
That was the main
That was,
problem. I walked away from
that was
it,
how
like,
we
this-
beat him. This is how we defeat Candyman.
This is how we defeat the black man.
We erase him from history.
But
Yikes.
no, it was like, all right, well, he got defeated, and I guess in this new movie, what if he wasn't defeated, but he was weakened to the point where he could send out like 1 or 2 bees,
Oh.
and the bees sought him out.
The bee finds the next. You got to find me a Candyman.
He's just incredibly weakened. So by the end of the movie, when all these Candymen are running around,
He's got the full bees.
he got the full bees, and he has
He has a new Candyman, a new body,
a
essentially.
new body, a more, if anything, he has a more powerful body.
Oh
now.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yaya's
buff
huge.
as hell.
Yaya's huge.
Oh my god!
The
It's
way
the
he's
first thing
stomping around this movie, his
the
shoulders.
first audible thing I said in the movie. I looked at her and said, "Oh my god!" That nigga was naked. I looked back and I said, "Oh my Jesus! Did he have to get this big? Is he walking
looks
around
like.
at that weight?
That's what he looks like.
He's walking around at that weight. He was just regular.
Dude,
That was a
wasn't even
regular.
talking about him, bro. I was talking about the bee body.
No,
Right,
exactly.
right.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, we're talking about Yaya right now.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Bro. 260, bulked up, leaned. Oh my!
For a horror
Of
movie.
course, I'm gonna put them the next Candyman. Who gonna stop him?
This is literally Eric. He's just like, do you think his teeth are real? They're so big. Why are they so big?
To be fair, his top teeth were huge. Like, no disrespect. I was watching the movie. Every time he was talking, I just noticed, like, his top teeth. He got some real chompers there.
You think he
And I was thinking, like,
then?
I'm not saying you don't, but like, I don't have enough information to choose either one. I just asked it simple. Do you think they are real? Do you guys think his teeth are real?
Bro, I didn't even know.
I
that.
think so. I didn't think they were fake.
They just look big. That's all I said. He could have big teeth. I just noticed his big pecs and his big teeth. That's all.
You
That's all I
notice the
noticed.
big pecs first, and then the big. teeth.
Absolutely. It was ridiculous. Like I thought about it and I was just like, did you have to be this big to do this role?
No,
like,
he
was
just
it-
looks like this dude. I'm telling you, he was in Aquaman as Black Manta. He looked like this.
Yeah.
He was in Watchmen, which I haven't
Yeah,
watched,
he
but
he didn't look
big
as
in
big.
that too.
He does not look as big in Watchmen.
You watched
And
it?
This
I need to watch that.
yes, this was huge. He was huge in
But
this movie.
who wants a frail, tiny Candyman?
No, I
you're
want a
supposed to
big
be scared of
Candyman
me.
in a big
I
Exactly.
know.
You're
And
supposed
so
to be
does
scared of
Candyman,
me.
apparently.
Tony
Because
Todd was
he's a-
huge.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if he was
tall.
buff, but he was like,
No,
he
he
was
was
big.
tall.
yeah, he
Like,
was
Yeah.
tall
He
as
was like
hell.
6 foot.
that,
4'2".
that in itself added to the horror because he was so
Yeah.
tall and like so like not too super skinny but skinny.
He would just stand there.
I can't imagine. I go to the mirror. I say Candyman 5 times. Yaya's behind me says,
That's how it'd be. That's exactly how it'd look. You turn around, it's dick first. Hey man, come on, bro.
"It'd be ridiculous."
Come on,
I
man.
would. I'd shit
Back up.
myself so quickly.
Why you gotta
I'd
be
look
this
back
close
at-
to me?
I said,
Oh man. Hey, listen.
solid performance. Solid performance.
I want us to get this second question. We talked about Candyman for a while.
Yeah, that's a good
I want
one.
us to get this second question, but I have to go wake somebody up. So like real quick, 3 minutes maximum.
Okay. I guess I can lead this off. If I was an urban legend, what would your story be? What do you do? I think my urban legend was that one day, I was going out and about, going to Nadine's funnel cake as I usually do, and then upon leaving, I was so enthralled by the tasty of her cakes that I got hit by a car. So funnel cakes are a part of a legacy now. So every time you get a funnel cake, there's a hint of me just looming around on all funnel cakes. That way, if you say Teasley in a funnel cake, I'm gonna kill you.
Why would you ruin funnel cakes like that?
Don't say my name, because I can never eat another funnel cake again. So if you eat a funnel cake and say my name, you're dead.
Okay, how sensitive is it? Like, if it can it
You
be
can't
like,
say you can't say
can it
you
be like,
can't
oh,
say
you're a big
Eric. You can't say
tease.
Teasley. You can't say Eric. You can't say Teasley.
but is it? Can you add a break
you-
between T's and
If,
like a lead?
if you say tease, I'm gonna sting you.
That's some bullshit.
What's
That is
your
some bullshit.
so what like if they say your name like 5 times or something? How many times?
If they say if they're eating a funnel cake and they say Eric or Teasley, I'm gonna kill you. I was killed in a car accident, so therefore I'm never able to eat funnel cakes again. So if you ever say my name within eating a funnel cake, you're dead.
You're dead. No more funnel
Yeah.
cakes for you. Ouch. That's good.
This was taken away from me, so I'm gonna take it away from you.
That's good. That's good. Tavares, what's yours?
Want to be some bullshit like some real bullshit that probably ruin the earth. If you're idling around,
Why you gotta
If you're
kill us
doing-
all? Hey,
if
slow
you're
down,
doing
brother.
nothing, if you're doing nothing for more than an hour,
Bro,
If you're doing
so
it,
many
what?
people.
Did I look
What?
out for you? Simple as
What if
that.
what if I sleep?
Hey, listen, don't sleep.
Okay, all right. Tavares, I don't know if you
I'll
understand
fuck
the
your whole
rules of the
shit up.
game. I don't know if you understand the rules of the game. Ooh. Okay, Samara. I think we need to circle back to Tavares. Go ahead, Samara.
I like that.
Oh, I don't even know. When I think of urban legend, I just think of the movie and like one of them about. Remember, I think I told you guys we talked about this. How like you're always supposed to check the back of your car, the back seat of your car before you get in it, because like a killer can hide in it and kill you. That's in the movie.
Oh,
So
you're
you'd be
gonna
one
get
of those?
killed?
So no, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's mine. I'm not saying that's
Jump
mine.
up and
I'm
string.
just saying. I think mine. I don't know. I want to make mine like Dunkin' related. People disrespect Dunkin' Donuts all the time.
They say Tim Hortons is better.
And it's the best of the best. I don't know what that is.
Tim Hortons is literally like Dunkin' Donuts for Canada.
Do we have? Oh, okay. It's Dunkin' for the win always. So I want something revolved around that.
What do you order at Dunkin'?
Iced caramel latte.
So if somebody
Every
fucks
ice-
up ice
I
caramel.
was gonna say every time a Dunkin' worker messes up that order, they die.
And it's so. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like when you apply, right? When you get and you're in the interview, they tell you, hey, don't mess up your iced caramel lattes. It's like a weird myth or whatever.
And then
I don't
you're
think
like-
it's real. And then it happens. And
They
they're like,
put a little too much.
No, and
milk.
after every time they mess it up, and they're about to hand it off, they get killed before an actual exchange. But if you look at the cup, your name's written on it.
ooh, that's how you know. You turn the cup around and you go,
Wow. Yeah, because there's that thing of like when you go to Dunkin', you never know if you're gonna get like coffee
I thought you were gonna say you never know
or
if they spit
river
your cup.
water. Like
Oh, river
no,
water.
it's just taste
What an extreme.
because you go, it's different every time. So it's like, am I getting coffee today or river water?
did
Like,
somebody
what does it
make
taste like?
did somebody make a shitty coffee?
Dasani?
Or
Yeah,
did I actually
exactly.
get what I wanted?
Exactly.
That's terrible.
But
50-50
now-
every day?
Yeah, I
But
know.
now the workers gotta think: Am I gonna
gonna
make this
die?
right, or am I dead?
Exactly. There's two really good Dunkins. I passed 3 Dunkins on my way to work, and there's 2 really good ones, but that third one, and of course it's the closest to my job. Half the
3?
time I'll go and they'll be like, so we don't have milk, we don't have coffee, we don't have
Close them down.
I just realized my camera fell.
But yeah, they'll be like, we don't have car,
Ooh, they're dead.
and then I'll be like, okay, I'll take
Do they have
hazelnut. We
donuts?
also don't have
Do
hazelnut.
they have donuts?
God, they don't have anything good.
Yeah, and then the coffee half the time doesn't taste good. So
Man, that's.
I think that's a good one, Eric. That's a good one. Thank you for helping me.
No
Yeah,
problem.
with that.
I'm
I
glad
like
you thought
that.
of that one. That was a really good, interesting one you thought of. Good job.
You guys ready for mine? My showstopper.
Let's hear it, DMC.
So I got 2-factor authentication. All right. It's not just saying your name and you come
Oh,
and
like
you die.
Run DMC. I just thought about it. Go ahead.
Walk
Sorry.
DMC.
So anyway,
Walk DMC.
anyway, like I was saying before somebody got interrupted.
I just realized your initials, and then he said DMC, and then I was like, oh, Run DMC. So go ahead. Sorry.
I hate Rev
Oh,
Run.
I apologize.
Run's house.
And the
So I think
math.
it'd be bug related. I'll give you like a chance, right? It'll be something you did first, then I'll be like, okay, now I'm listening, right? And then I'll give you a second chance, and after that, it's lights out. I like the idea of being a talkative mystical beast.
Oh, you gonna talk to him?
Oh yeah.
Are you an insect?
You have the way I visualize it. You guys remember Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ew,
So
that's
you-
you?
So he's like made of bugs, right?
Ew.
So I'm thinking of like a skeleton, right? A
Okay.
skeleton covered in insects, and so it gives me shape and form. And then throw like a cloak over it. Throw a cloak over it so you don't actually know what's in there until you get too close. Bugs falling out of the pants and the sleeves and
should
just shambling around and
Shamble.
yeah,
That's
shamble around.
horrible.
And then I could have different ways of killing people. You could be stung to death. You can be bitten to death. You can be eaten alive. And when you're eaten alive, we're just gonna leave the wet bones,
Can
the
you
wet
can you
chunky bones.
Can you recruit the caterpillar from A Bug's Life?
I don't know
That
if he'd be
caterpillar's
down
ugly.
for this type of horror. I don't know.
He
if
might
would
bring
be-
comic relief.
Wait, no, he's a
I don't know if
butterfly
it-
now.
Yeah,
In the movie,
he
he turned into a
evolved.
butterfly. Yeah, so he's done for. He
that count as an
cannot
insect?
eat
Does that-
anymore.
Does that
Well-
count as an insect?
He'll be there for comic
Yeah.
relief. He'll be like sitting on your shoulder, just like
That is
Making
that is
you
kinda
laugh
like
while
that
you
is
kill
kind of like
people.
breaking
Is that-
the image that I
is
had
that-
in my mind. It's a little
Does that fit
clashing.
your realm? Does that fit your image of your urban
Doesn't-
legend origin story?
Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. You know, I'm thinking, gross spider leg like fingers, grabbing at somebody,
And
getting
then just a
someone
really
strung
cute
up in
butterfly.
webs, like, oh, please don't do this. And then you're just like, I have to do this because you killed one of mine. Like you get real personal with this complete stranger. And then you
People
kill
don't
him.
care about him that much.
and
Yeah,
then
Can I kill a
yeah.
cockroach?
See, here's the thing. You have the choice. You have the choice of letting the cockroach free. But if you it's malice. That's the thing. Killing with malice, now I'm on your ass. But
What
if
if
you
they
kill
scare
and you're
me?
like, oopsies, well, it shit happens. There's a trillion bugs, a quadrillion bugs in the world. It happens. Hey. But, if you're like, die, you little shit, okay. Now I'm around. Now I'm near. And then the next step is something else. I don't know. Some other type of bullshit where you kill a
was
bug on
that?
purpose. I'm on your ass, nigga.
like where you knew when people would like kill the ants with the sun.
Yeah, the magnifying glass. Oh yeah, it's a lot of children getting eaten alive by bugs. Tell you what.
Whatever happened to
I'm gonna
roly
kill a
polies?
lot of kids. I'm gonna kill a lot of kids. Is what he just said.
They should know better.
I'm gonna
Their
kill
parents
kids.
should have
I'm gonna
raised
feel
them
bad
better.
about it.
I don't have any regrets,
No regret.
and I'll live forever. You can't defeat me. I mean, you can defeat me, but you can't kill me. I'll always
Is
come
Bug Spray
back.
Can I just like spray some?
Bug spray is temporary. It's small. I'm made up of bugs. You spray me in the face with Raid, some
You
of
would
them are
take
gonna
so much
fall
bug
out,
spray.
but the rest are
You would
gonna
take-
come back.
No,
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna get like the pump, like the.
Oh, good.
where you just-
If
Yeah,
I,
you
can I
can
have like
keep
a
me.
ho-
You could keep me at bay, but eventually you'll run out.
Can I have like a horde of exterminators around just in case?
Yeah.
All the time, you're gonna have them on payroll, like their security, at your house, like they're
Yeah.
looking around. I got movement in the south side.
It's like the guards for like the British, like the royal
Yes,
family.
yes, I know.
But
what you're talking about.
they just have like little
Bug spray
exterminator
and
guns.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bugs will find you. They'll get you. You'll be in the
I
bed,
know,
and you'll
I
wake
know they're
up,
gonna
and
find
they'll
me.
just be all over you.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ant-Man.
Or you'll open your eyes in the bed, and just spiders descending down on you.
Ugh. Gross.
Just open your eyes, and here they come, quietly. I win.
Gross.
What
I
if-
win. That's all I know.
Can I
win.
just have like bugs as like for fun? Are you
Yeah.
still gonna visit me?
No, that's fine. I'm not gonna bother you. It's malice, malicious intent. That is what gets my ire.
I'd be fucking dead because I hate bugs.
Yeah, you're dead. Yeah, people like
I
you
feel
are
like you
gone.
can
Right.
hate them. I feel like you can hate them. He's just saying killing them for no
Leave
reason.
them alone. Leave them alone.
You can not like them, but like, if it's not bothering you.
Is
Or if
you
I see it in
is
my
using?
house, I'm killing it with
Can-
malice.
You know what
if
I
use-
really like?
If I use raid. Am I the problem?
Depends on the context.
If I get an electric
Yeah.
fly swatter, does that count?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be killing.
No, think of it like this. It's not just like any bug. Like I'm specifically sending an agent. Like I'm sending a
Oh.
bug. So if you kill that
You're
bug,
sacrificing, so you're the problem.
No.
there's a billion trillion bugs. This is
Exactly.
a test. It's a test. You're supposed to
love all-
pass the test. You failed instead. Now I gotta kill you.
You sent that nigga out there to his death.
I see you killed my agent Raymond.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Raymond. Could never forget that mission.
I can never forgive this.
I've known Raymond for 30 years.
But what about wasp?
Yep,
Are we allowed
they're
to
on the
kill wasps?
Yep.
Sorry, they're on the list.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think we shouldn't kill bumblebees because they're just dumb and they just bounce around hitting
I don't know.
stuff.
That
And they don't
dumb was
really
unnecessary.
sting.
That dumb was unnecessary.
They don't sting, but
What you call it?
wasp.
He's gonna sneak up on you. He's not gonna kill you, but he's gonna sneak up on you if you keep insulting them like that.
You said they're what? They're
No,
what?
they're cute.
Oh, no, they're cute. Oh, okay. Okay. Just no one watching you. That's all. I got eyes
Oh, okay.
everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
I got eyes everywhere.
Spiders.
They're all over. That's a good one. We did it. Candyman was positive.
7
6
out
out
of
of 10
10.
movie. I was gonna say 6 out of 10.
See, I'm always higher up on the list
7
than
out of
y'all.
10.
Y'all could.
I'm
fuck
7
off.
out of 10. What's yours?
I
That was
would
8 out
say
of 10?
it's an 8.5 at least. At
Okay.
least.
Tavares?
It has potential to be more.
7 out of 10.
Yep. Fuck y'all. Next.
I'd watch again.
What will it take for you to boo at an event? All right, guys.
Very
This
little.
one came to me after seeing the recent news about professional baseball players, booing actual fans in response to those fans booing them because they were shitty players.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were.
You're
they were
bad fans. Boo.
Yeah, they were like giving them thumbs down. They'd get a hit, like a home run, and they were doing this for like 2-3 weeks, and they were just like thumbs downing the fans, like right at them.
So you
And
get a
nobody
home run and then you turn around and you go like this.
Yeah, here's the problem: they sucked, so they were hardly getting hit. They weren't ever in a position to thumbs them down, so they didn't
Hey,
notice for
man.
like 3 weeks.
Professional sports are hard.
They are, especially baseball. But in response, I started thinking, at any point in life, what would it take for me to boo? Because I'm sure I have, but I can't recall a single time I would boo. So what do you guys think it would take for you to boo at an event in general?
I would never.
Wow.
Would
really
never.
Polite. Just
Not
straight
even if-
up. Just wouldn't even.
Not even if, let's say, like an artist was late to their set, like an hour.
I've been there. Lil Uzi was late. But I
Who's
mean,
climbing the stairs, man? You know it takes them a while.
I cannot. But I would never. I think that's just so rude.
You do it again.
I think it's just rude.
It is. It is rude. It is rude.
Yeah,
I
sure,
feel like
but if you get personally insulted enough,
I think
then it's fair game.
it's the same. So like, I have road rage, but I'm not gonna do anything to that person. I'm not gonna roll my window down and cuss at them
Are you
or
gonna honk
anything.
at
I'm
them?
just gonna complain in my car, and I don't honk. I just complain in my car. So it's the same. Like, would I frustrated? Yes, but am I gonna like boo them or insult them? No.
Literally, that's the event. The road rage. Boo! Boo! You can't drive.
But
But I always do it just to myself. I just do it in my car, like, bro, go. I don't know. You've heard it, like,
Yeah.
when I'm facing you.
Everyone has it. I think
cussing
road
out
rage is a different
cars.
context because people are afraid of someone doing something to them, especially down
Yeah.
here.
Bro,
in the
people are
South.
dying.
Oh yeah. I never.
People will get
I
out
never
the
know.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll get out the car on you, and that's not what you
Yeah.
want.
But that's
I'll
my.
Never, I'll never know who the wrong person to boo is.
Lil
Thank
Uzi
you.
not gonna meet you after the set and like kick your ass. Like it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
You don't know that.
Unless you're Rich the Kid, he will. If you're Rich the Kid, he will.
But no, that's my mentality. I don't care that much, and like, to
You don't
get-
care about
to boo
sports
them.
either, right?
No.
Okay. In sports, it's really common to, I would say, boo the opposing team, but that's normal. But like booing refs is like.
I might
the
be
real
like,
thing.
oh, come on.
Come on.
Ah.
No, what if
Ah,
it's
come
a horse shit
on.
call? What if it's
Yeah,
like a
that's booing
bad
the ref.
call?
Would you ever?
I honestly probably wouldn't even know. I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, they weren't supposed to do that? Oh, okay.
Wow, interesting.
Come on, man.
I think in the come on, man. I think in the context of knowing what's right and what's wrong, and like it's all about fairness. I think you want to boo because something is unfair or you've been personally insulted by something.
Yes.
So I think if you're talking about concerts, then it really depends on what the artist does. If they show up late, at least they perform the whole thing. If they do the whole set, no reason
Generally
to
speaking,
boo.
that I think is like the most common thing that would lead to a boo at a concert. You being late that's the one I would expect the most to happen. Very rarely would I think that the artist you paid to see, we go to concerts, you kind of know what you're gonna expect. So if you get that, you're not gonna get booed. Like you're like nobody's gonna boo Katy Perry for performing fucking What was the song?
Fireworks?
Yeah. Like at a concert, you know what you're gonna get. So the only thing that really wouldn't meet it would be if they say something completely left field, maybe. But more than likely, it's them being late that would lead to a boo.
I
But even
think
still,
booing-
like people aren't gonna. Yeah.
I think if they're late, what good does it do to boo them now? Just get
Normally
them to
they just-
perform.
Yeah, normally
I
they'll
would-
just
I
like
don't know if they would-
chant their name.
Yeah. When I would think, I've heard people say they boo when they were late, but not really them. But they were booing before they got there. But they were booing like
Oh,
Yeah, in the
cowards.
waiting period.
Got
It's been like
got
it was like over an yeah, but like I guess you could boo.
Well, because then
You know,
you're
when they
happy
come
because
on.
they show up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
as
like
soon as
fuck.
they
You,
shoot.
You're
no,
like,
I know it's
yay!
relief. It's like fucking finally. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lauren
thank
Hill
you.
finally steps out. I've been here for
thank
2
you, Mr.
hours, heifer.
Thank you, Mr. 305.
Oof. Does he make people wait?
You know what? I feel like he's a very punctual person, actually.
Probably. I think he's got
Yeah.
good standards of his own life, good rules for
Yeah.
himself. I think he shows
Very
up
on
and he's
time.
like, I'm early, everybody. You guys ready to get this shit started? Like, heck yeah. Let's do it. Tavares, you would boo?
No, because I can't. Like Samara said, I can't think of a time or place where I would actually care enough to boo at something. I don't watch sports. Only thing I really do is watch fucking media such as like TV and play video games, shit like that. So what am I gonna do? Fucking boo at the screen? No. I don't.
I
You could.
don't know. I was thinking, man, there might have been like one or two times I thought I physically wanted to boo a movie because it was so awful. Yeah, I think it might have been. It's probably a horror movie. I think I wanted to boo because it was like I think Unfriended. Maybe I wanted to boo that one, but that was
Unfriended was
No,
rough.
because
that
what's
was
the
ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's
Like,
the
I could-
purpose? I want
Makes you
everybody
feel
to know
better.
how happy. Yeah, I want everybody else to know how unhappy I am.
no,
Yeah.
I can understand if you.
This
at, like, a red
this was
carpet
bad,
event-
and you should feel bad. Yeah.
I can understand if you had like a red carpet event and the makers of the movie were there in the theater with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Nah,
think
I
see,
wasted an hour of my life. Yeah,
That
sure.
see, but for me, that gets closer to the road rage thing. I think if we could really break this down, it would be like a scale. Like
Yeah.
it would be road rage is at the top because road rage is unpredictable. You know, somebody could get out the car and shoot you, or they could get
Yeah.
out the car and kick your car and run away. You
Or
know,
they could
or they
hit
could
your
just
car.
flip you off. Yeah, like there's all different types of things that can happen when it comes to the road rage, like disapproval. You know, I need to show you how upset I am. You know, I hate your driving, and that person goes, "Oh yeah," pop, pop, pop. You know, like they don't give a shit. So that's at the top, and then you slowly creep down, and it's like booing at a sporting event because you're closer to the people
Booing
that
at
you're booing.
booing at a comedy show. Booing
And
at
it's
a
Yeah,
comedy
you're
more
much closer to them.
acceptable.
It's
Yeah.
much more intimate.
It's acceptable because everybody's doing it,
Yeah.
especially when like teams are involved.
Yeah, it's a lot more. You have more backing behind you. Even if
Yeah.
the individual, like if LeBron is mad at me because I was booing him, at least I got 20 other people behind me in case that tall motherfucker wants to take me out. I know y'all got my back, right? Like,
No,
y'all got my back,
no,
right?
we don't. LeBron, we didn't do it. It was him.
No, that's bullshit. He saw us all booing together. We all in this shit together. If we boo, we going down together. We could take him. We could take him.
If all 50 of us line our attack up at the same time, we might stand a chance against LeBron.
Just don't do it one by one. Do it like in real life. Everybody hit
We
him
saw-
at the same time.
We saw Space Jam 2. We just got to hit the glitch move.
Oh shit! Super jump into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah. Realistically, I think generally we seem like non-booers, right? I think we all as a group seem
We're respectful.
respectable. I would say I wouldn't say I would never do it. I can't say that. I can see myself booing at a comedy show. I could definitely see that. In like other settings, like even in sports, maybe not. Sports is kind of hard. It would have to be the ref. I don't think I would boo the other team because like there's nobody I can think of in sports who I just actively don't like that I would probably see at like an event. Like there's no basketball players I hate. There's no like football players I really hate. So
It's not worth hating them, honestly.
yeah,
Some people
so,
take
like,
it like to the grave. Like they're real. It's personal. It's extremely personal.
Right, and I
I
can't
know.
get behind.
It's taken me a lot to accept Michael Jordan as the owner of my favorite basketball team, but every day I struggle with that.
Why?
You
Because
really
you don't
like
like black
basketball
people.
team, or you shoehorned into liking them because you're from the city?
I've never liked Michael Jordan.
You've never liked him, man.
Let's talk about
There's
the team.
no-
That could be a
The
whole
team?
new discussion for a new day.
Well, I listen. I think the Hornets are as much as like I've liked them as like growing up here, but like also I think it's a really cool logo and color scheme. The old one, and they're getting there now, but like one of the coolest like the Hornets like old design was super cool. So that was the
Yeah,
reason for me to like.
it's classic.
Yeah, but anyway, like, it would. I think it would take a lot. But I would say, like, let's say I have like a kid or something, and like, he's like 7, and like it's like his soccer game, and I see another kid push my kid down. I might stand up and do something. But like that maybe that's not a boo, but like I might be like, hey yo, hey, Hey,
You're gonna call that
you
ref?
said and
If
push
it,
the
Yeah,
kid,
if
hey,
it
we gonna
comes
do
to
something?
my kids in future sporting events or competition events,
because I can see myself.
I'm gonna
I think I
be
can see myself booing at those. I think maybe.
yeah,
Actually.
no, I'm gonna be a very like involved
Get the
parent.
kid.
I'm gonna be all up on the ref's ass, the coach's ass,
gonna-
everybody's ass. Like if shit's not looking right, I'm on your ass. Like
I'm telling you,
the
when I
fucking
was
water
when I
boy
was
is getting it if it's not happening the way I need it to.
when
My
I was
son
coaching-
is thirsty.
Right.
Get him the water. Get your
What
ass
kind of-
out there.
What kind of water boy are you? You see, he's dehydrated. When I was coaching those little kids, man, I was heavily invested. I was having full conversation with the refs. Like, listen, bro, come on, you gotta help me out, man. You see these kids, they're getting mugged out here. And he would just tell them, like, I'm sorry, listen, man. You see how fast those other kids are? And I'm like, I do, please help. But like, I can tell, like, whenever I do have a kid and they're in sports, I'm probably gonna be very audible. Maybe that's where the booing will come.
I have a dream of having a hockey kid, and so
Well,
I'm
that's
thinking,
expensive. That's expensive. That's
They're
what I'm
all
saying right now.
expensive. It doesn't matter.
No,
They're all expensive.
No, basketball's
They're
the higher
all
you go in basketball,
expensive.
yeah.
I know that
Soccer-
some are
soccer might not
less
be.
than others, but they are all expensive. It doesn't matter what sport you want your kid to play. You're going to be dishing out extra money than if he was in the spelling
Yes.
bee. It's
Yes,
just, it's
but
guaranteed.
lacrosse and hockey, I think, are the most too expensive.
They
that
might
are
be.
like, yeah.
They might be. So thinking about that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be banging on the glass and shit. Like, hey, doom, doom, doom. You know, kids getting too
Use
rough
the
with my
elbow.
kid. I might get out there. I might try to like open the door. Let me in there. Oh, I'll kick some kid's ass. I don't care.
Let me talk to number 27 real
Nah,
quick.
we
Let me
not
talk to
just gonna
27
pass
real
this
quick.
Yeah, let me talk. Hey, come here, you 15-year-old bastard. You grab him, you
Help.
talk to him in
There's
his ear with your
There's a
arm
grown
around
man-
him.
There's a grown man strangling a 12-year-old. Help.
You say,
Mom, what
you say,
happened to Daddy?
"Listen here,
Oh, he
motherfucker."
strangled. Your
Talk to him like a grown man. Listen here, motherfucker. You want to fuck with my kid? I'll take you outside and I'll kill you. You hear me? I'll fucking
He
kill
said,
you.
and he tells you, it wasn't me, it was the other kid. I'm so sorry.
What's his number? Which one?
Point him out for me.
Look, I'm
point him
so
out to me.
sorry. Look, hey, here's this invitation. Come to his birthday party next weekend. It's gonna be great, all
Better
right?
not tell anybody, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
If you tell
That's
anybody
my
about
birthday
this, I'll
party.
break your fucking legs. All right, man. Have fun out there, kid. Kill him, boy.
You're such a joker.
You're such,
Where's
you're
number
such a
15?
card.
Where's number 15?
Hey, can I see number 15 right quick? Slapping him up. No, I'm gonna get real wild out there. Once it's me and my kids, oh, it's a wrap. I'll be booing the fuck out of some bad plays. I'll be going crazy.
How the
The
parents
loudest
do?
parent in the stands. Boo! That's horse shit. That's not a foul. Like I'm going crazy. You have no idea.
Your son's on the bench while you're booing the team. Put my kid in. They suck. Dad,
They
stop.
clearly need him.
Let him
Even if my
practice
kid
more.
is bad, he's not going to be the worst. So put him in the game. Take those
We're down
other
by-
shitty kids out.
We're down by 40. Come on. If not
What are you
now,
waiting
win.
for? What are you waiting for?
He's going to do the secret glitch move. Come on.
hurting his feelings.
I'm gonna go crazy, man. They're gonna have to remove me from some games. From some games, I'm gonna have to be removed.
South Park. South Park. You're gonna get thrown.
We get
I thought it was
thrown out.
America. I thought it was America.
I thought we could just do. I thought this was a free country. Not allowed to call the ref a piece of shit. All right, next question.
Group of adults make a high school football program and lost anyway. What's more embarrassing, lying or losing? Shout out to Bishop Sycamore High School, which is not real at all.
Did you do more research on this?
Well, I have more research. Do you want me to explain more what happened?
Yes.
It's still the
Yes.
same. Like it's still like
Me
same
and
level.
our viewers.
So
Do it quick.
Bishop Sycamore was a high school football program that tried to collectively get players from like I want to say mostly the East Coast of like the country, probably like DC, New York. I think probably Pennsylvania, Ohio, all that area because those are usually good like football programs, like college programs. So they tried to recreate what a similar program and like all across the country are, where they just have like football players that come in and like just basically boost up a whole team that get naturally scouted. Everybody on the team, they have like higher prospects, all this yada yada yada. Only thing is they lied and got 20-year-olds and like 30-year-old people who are like junior college football players and people who have not played actual not professional football, but like organized football and like forever. And they have played multiple games. Last year I think they played 2 games. I think they played another game before the game that played this past week. What is it? Against
You got a lot
IMG,
of
which
gas
is
today, huh?
Yes, it's in my chest, man.
Is the
I
funnel
drinking
cake?
last night killed me. It was a drinking last night.
Okay.
IMG they played against IMG on ESPN, and IMG is like the opposite of that on the West Coast, but it's actually real high school football program with real highly recruited prospects that are 16, 17, maybe 18 years old, about to go to college, and they
All-American,
played
like,
them all American first, second, third team players, and there was like a full 50, 60 man roster. Okay. Bishop Sycamore made a program of 20, 30-year-olds who signed up knowing this was not a real high school because they are not in high school, and they were lied to and said that this would be they would be on Netflix, there'd be documentaries made of this, and that it would boost their name, they'd get recognized, and hopefully get on to like college and like play football. So they played on ESPN against an actual high school football program, which is I think is considered might be the best in the nation. Got their ass blown out. They just got their ass blown
What
out.
was the score?
I think it was like 56-0. No, here's the thing.
I wasn't
It was
expecting
like-
a 0.
It was 56-0, and I think it was 38-0 in the second quarter. So they went easy on them in the second half.
No.
They went easy on him in the second half. There's a white player who I think looked about the age of my father, who tore his ACL in the game.
So to summarize, and please clarify me clarify or correct me if I'm wrong. Failed adults, like failed athletes.
pretty much, right?
I mean, I would say you kind of have to see them as failing because like if the goal is to make this professionals, none of them did.
Right.
So-
If that's the goal.
yeah.
They came in and they said, "Hey, how could we basically rewind the clock and make it so we can go professional?"
Yes,
Yeah.
some of them are still probably like younger, like mid-20s. Probably still think they still have a chance to make it to a college and like play football and then make it onto a league.
And
Right,
the
yeah.
reality hit them like a fucking truck
Yes,
because it's like,
Yes.
no,
they're
you
not.
just
no,
weren't good enough.
They weren't good enough. Again, they're
You
also
weren't good
playing,
enough
like-
when you were young. You're not
You're
good
not
enough
good enough
now.
now.
10 years plus later, you're
Not
not,
even
good
close.
enough now.
Can't even score
These
a
are-
point.
These like top nationally ranked high school players are fucking huge. You couldn't like I'm telling you, if you didn't look at the faces, you could not tell which ones were the 20 or 30-year-olds on the field with the helmets on. The 18-year-olds look like grown men compared to the actual 20 and 30-year-olds. They got
Rough.
washed. They got
Rough.
washed. There was 30 players
They never
on
had
the
a
actual
chance.
other team. 2 players were playing both sides, which is gonna kill you if you play football because you're on the playing football. Fucking hurt your body.
Right.
Some of them looked pretty fucking frail and not in shape. Okay, they had to share
There's no way.
helmets.
There's no
Oh,
way.
so they
didn't
even
share
try.
helmets.
They didn't even
That's
really
They didn't-
try.
in a COVID world.
They
We're
had to
sharing
share
helmets.
They had to share helmets, and their head coach had a warrant out for their arrest before putting on TV in front of an ESPN ranked game on
Fuck it.
TV.
Being on TV is gonna get away all my credit.
And he was also and the head coach was also fired apparently. But I don't know how you can get fired from a fake high school football program.
If you get fired from a fake high school program, where you just don't need a job anymore.
I don't know.
He's going to jail now, I bet.
The fire thing I don't really understand because like who hired you? What do you mean? You hire yourself? Like, who's
You know
hiring
what else? You know what else? It said they were gonna have like documentaries and it was gonna be
Mhm.
like big or whatever.
Yeah,
That has not been proven untrue yet.
yeah. They were
this
almost. They were
this
like
will almost certainly become a documentary.
Is
This
that
will
what they
almost
meant?
certainly
That's what they
become a
meant.
documentary.
They didn't know.
Yeah, that's what they.
That-
That's what they were
it's
saying.
Ja
Yeah, you're
Rule.
gonna be on
When you get
TV.
eventually found out, because you will get found out.
You-
You're gonna
you
be on
will-
Netflix.
Yeah, this is gonna go
There's
south.
no way they didn't know it wasn't gonna get found out that they weren't high schoolers. But I don't know what either side's plan was. I can see the players' plan being, if we play good, a college will look at this tape against other high schoolers and be like, oh, he's good. You know, okay, we'll give him a shot. I don't know what the other people were thinking. The non-players, the coaches, staff. I don't know what the fuck their plan was because
So
I
let
don't
me
see
ask you this.
how. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this: how far could they have taken this? Like at some point, let's say they were good enough to
They
actually
did this.
go pro.
They did this last year. They played games last year.
No,
So
I'm
they-
saying,
so-
I'm saying if they were good enough to, because their goal was to go pro, right?
Yes, I would say yeah.
Do they just think that motherfuckers don't look at your birth certificate or anything like that, or like your social security or anything like
No.
your information, basically?
The
No,
answer
no,
is
they
they
just
didn't
let you
think.
in. Yeah,
The
they
answer
just
is they
let you in.
don't think. The answer is they weren't thinking. They couldn't have. They couldn't have. There's no.
They got
there's-
fed pipe dreams, bro. When you
Yeah.
tell people things like that and you make them feel like they're going to be in a place of importance, then they ignore logical things like that. It doesn't matter. It'll be cleared up later. I'm sure we'll have that conversation. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But those things will
don't
never
worry,
happen.
Listen, we'll be on ESPN. You get all the shine. Oh, listen, that won't matter. If you play good, they'll look past all that other stuff. Don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. Meanwhile,
That'd be
they're
sad.
all all the 30, 20 of the players were all in like the same house. None of them had money. They were all robbing like Walmarts to eat. It was a shithole. It was a
There's no
shithole.
beds,
Oh, so
right?
they couldn't really
No
do any
bets.
worse anyway, really. if that's
They
the case.
couldn't have.
They thought
And, like-
struggle a little bit now, rich
Yeah.
and famous later.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, you know what? I'm 25. I'm 30. You know what? I struggled before. What's a little more grind gonna do? You
What's
know
a little
what?
more grind? Yep.
Man, torn
Yep.
ACL. You get again.
How long does it take to fix that?
Hospital bills.
How long does it take? Here's the thing. Do they who's paying for it? 'Cause, like who's gonna?
Right, because if you're saying they were broke as fuck, he has no medical insurance.
I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, whether he has to pay for it or not, how long is it going to take for him to be walking like straight again? That's the real
Typical-
cost here. It's going to inflict
Typical
his
torn
job.
ACL recovery takes about a year.
Yeah, like that's gonna affect his life for the next 5 years. That's
If
going
not
to
his
affect,
entire life.
if not his
That you-
entire life.
That used to ruin everybody's career like 30 years ago. It used to kill your career 30 years ago.
He's permanently scarred by this experience, and there's going to be a documentary in 2 years or less.
Because he thought he was better than kids playing football.
He
And
thought
he
he was
wasn't.
better than these
He
pre-pros,
wasn't.
these early pros.
So to double back to your original question, Eric, losing. Losing is way more embarrassing.
I agree. Samara, what do you think?
Yeah, I think losing is.
I think
way
it's
worse.
Close. I think it's close because there were so many things you had to get to get to the lying. There were so many lies on top of lies you had to
mean-
get to. The
All the-
losing doesn't. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go
So
ahead.
like I don't think they went into it thinking they'd win. There's no way they could have.
I
Because
think
of how-
I think many of them genuinely believe they had a chance.
Maybe a chance, but I don't think there's no way they could have. They were sharing helmets.
You got to think too.
They had different color helmets too.
The guys
Y'all
that
didn't
were
know
out
the same
there,
team color.
the guys that were out there were also kind of victims in this. Like the high schoolers that played them, not victims at all. But these guys who were bamboozled essentially into embarrassing
Hoodwinked.
themselves, they are victims as well. Like a lot of them were just trying to, feel good again, better their life situation. And somebody else who wanted, I don't know what they wanted. Whoever created Bishop Sycamore, I don't know what his overall goal was, but
In my
that
head, it kind of
person
has to be money, but I
exploited
can't think of
them.
anything else.
How?
It has to be money.
But
there.
where would
But
it
I
come
don't know how.
from? Who was
I
going
don't
to
know
pay
either.
you?
Maybe
He's playing a long
the
time.
players. Maybe if they win enough games, it could become a real high school football program. I don't know.
What's the long-term goal of this? And having a coach who has a warrant out for his arrest, not a good move. Not
To
a good
then show
step.
his face.
not,
on E
not
ESPN.
smart. Not smart on your part.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like for somebody to take advantage of that feeling, because it's a strong feeling
Exactly.
for somebody who,
They really believe they had a
Was-
chance at.
like back in the day, there's no telling how they really played. Back in the day, they could have been okay football players. They could have had
They
a
were
lot,
probably.
a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Right? And for your life to drop like very very steeply after that,
Yeah.
it has to hurt.
A lot of people peak in high school, but it's not because they that's just the way life goes. It's because they only see that time in their life as being the best time in their life.
So why would you
That's
wanna
what
change that?
peaking is. What would change that is
No,
personal
so why
fucking
would you wanna
growth.
change that?
Personal growth. That's how you change. That's the only way to get away from that. Believing that you peaked in high school means that you'll never get over it, which means that your mind is always going to be trapped in that, that cycle. I was the best football player in 1988. Bro, who cares? Who cares? 2003, I was the best football player in my high school. Yeah, but other people who were better are in the NFL. So clearly,
How good could you have been?
how
if you're
good could
here
you have
now?
been?
Yeah.
Or if something bad happened to you, let's say, and that happens too, someone hurts their knee or whatever, and their
Mm-hmm.
dreams get dashed. Okay, but that time is still over.
That time's gone.
It's
time's
gone.
Hey, man.
It's gone. You need to move past it. So
Let's get
someone
this
taking
LLC,
advantage
bro.
of that, that's pretty shitty.
I don't know, man. I don't think I can move past being orange skin and smoke on first try on Dark Souls, bro. I'm just saying.
One day you need to. One day you will need to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Losing is worse. Next question.
Is there a worse seasonal food other than pumpkin?
Easy. Not at all. Not at all. It's the worst out there. It sucks. Pumpkin,
You're
everything
fucking
sucks. Pumpkin,
There has
pumpkin
to be
spice
something
sucks.
worse.
You are
Pumpkin
tripping.
spice sucks. Pumpkin pie sucks. It all sucks. It's all
There has to
garbage.
be.
I
There
hate it
has
all.
to be something worse. There
You're
has
a
to be
picky
something
eater,
worse.
bro. I don't understand
I'm
that.
not
is.
no.
You're
No,
a
maybe,
picky eater.
maybe that's fine. No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. Okay. Hey, man, I can afford this lifestyle. Okay. Now, I'm just saying all
He's
the
a
other
bougie
seasonal food
picky
off the top of my head, like whole turkeys, like that fruit pies on Christmas, eggnog. I'd rather have all of those than pumpkins. I think pumpkin is the worst seasonal food out there,
My fucking
and
God, you did not just say
and I
that.
just don't like. I think it's a really cool looking. I think it's a really cool looking thing.
It's a great fruit. Oh, you're right. It's a fruit.
Yeah, it's a cool looking fruit. Because like I said it and I thought about it for a second, and I was like, seeds, yes. And I was like, okay, fruit.
You
So
said fruit.
It's a berry,
So-
dude. And a watermelons too. They're also berries. Go on.
oh what?
What the fuck, right?
Fucking crops. Anyway, so like all that stuff, even like Easter candy that they sell, which I don't think is all that good. But anything I can think of that's like a seasonal fruit or seasonal food at all, they all are just better enough for me to say I will never try a pumpkin pie for the rest of my life. Oh God, I'm still dying. A pumpkin pie for the rest of my life. Pumpkin spice lattes. I didn't like them when I tried it years ago. I still don't like them. I think I'm not gonna fucking try it because I don't like it.
Well,
And I just don't. I don't like the food. And I'm just wondering, how does everybody else feel about that?
what about candy corn?
I love candy corn.
Is that a seasonal? You want to count that as a seasonal food?
Of course.
It
It's
is
not.
seasonal.
It's not
Go
a
regularly
year-round
see candy
thing.
corn? Right.
It's only in the Halloween time.
I love
never
candy
thought-
corn.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's a really close.
What about
because they're both
Peeps?
terrible.
What about Peeps?
Oh,
Peeps are
hate
better.
Peeps.
Peeps are slightly better than pumpkin.
Hate
I
She's
hate-
not a Peeps girl. Okay.
Peeps sucks,
Not a
but
Candy corn, the little pumpkins, little candy corn pumpkins.
That sounds like extra candy corn. You said a little candy corn pumpkin. How big is that?
It's really small.
it's really
They're
small.
pumpkins.
It's this big.
They're pumpkins. No, they're like, look at my hand. I have nails. So
Yeah.
you have to look. They're like pumpkins
She got me.
instead of triangles.
That was all she was doing it for. She was just trying to get us, and we looked.
Is there like
When you're-
is there other Halloween candy? Because I can't. Because like when you said candy corn, I was like, is that seasonal? I can't. I just thought like I
Absolutely.
can't. I couldn't get candy corn year round. Like I just like, huh. I've never looked for candy corn year round, so I never thought about that.
Right. You'd have to work really hard to do it.
What were you saying,
I
Tavares?
love candy corn.
What you lost me at is you said pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie's not
nasty
good.
to you.
You like
Okay.
pumpkin pie?
I disagree with you on that. I've never met somebody who didn't like pumpkin pie until now. Apparently, I fucking have 3 in here. God
I
damn,
never
hate
had
this
it. I
fucking
never had
podcast.
it. It's different. I never
I've
had it.
I didn't like it.
I don't have an interest.
So 2 people in here don't like pumpkin pie, and I just don't like you guys anymore.
Do you like
Whoa!
pumpkins? Like you have to like pumpkin is such a specific flavor. It's like bananas, where when something
love bananas.
tastes a little bit like pumpkin, it tastes a lot of it like pumpkin. Actually, it's an overpowering flavor.
You,
So, like-
where you really got me is you said over
The fruit pie, the fruit cake,
the fruit cake.
those aren't good either.
Who
but
really?
pumpkin pie is.
Who really gets fruitcake or
don't do
at this point
fruitcake
anymore?
in
That's
my
so
black
old.
household.
He said.
I know, but I know it. But I know I've
That
had it, and
vintage.
it wasn't good.
That vintage.
He
It
said,
isn't old food like from
I
the
said
30s
it.
or some
Listen,
shit.
I'm
Like,
just
it's
I'm
old.
just saying.
Any
We've all
seasonal food.
yeah.
Have you eaten
And-
it?
Well, we can really,
Huh?
oh, not this. No, he said any seasonal food.
Yeah. I still think pumpkin pie is worse. I still think pumpkin stuff is worse.
Sweet potato pie. You guys like that?
Like
100%.
yes, yeah,
My
absolutely.
mom cooks this sweet potato cake. It's fucking great.
I'm
It's like
not
crumble on top.
Not into. Not
So
into
it's
it.
just well, in my head, it's better than what I think it should be. Honestly, I think sweet potato like desserts are much better than what they have real, like actual credit for being. Because it being a dessert, like a whole vegetable dessert like that, should not taste good, but it does.
Okay. I don't have a strong. I don't care for Peeps, but I don't mind candy corn, and I've never had a real pumpkin something. Like I've had pumpkin spice donut, which was pretty decent.
It's just overpowering. It just tastes
We
a lot
said
like
eggnog
pumpkin.
too.
Never
Yeah.
had eggnog.
Never had eggnog.
Not that great. Still not
Milk
that great.
punch.
But it's not that bad. Milk punch. The milk punch. Which again, I feel like milk punch tastes more like what it is actually.
That's what it's called. That's the other name.
I don't know how
Yeah,
your
I
brain
think-
gets that. I don't know how that works.
It makes more sense, you know. It
I'll
tastes
take
a
your
lot
word
more
for
like
it.
milk punch than eggnog. Try it out. Just take a shot of it. Just take a shot.
A shot.
I don't think you
bro.
can take a shot. At
It's so
eggnog. I think
thick.
too
Yeah,
It's so
you
thick.
can.
You
Just
can't. Yeah,
Thank
you're gonna
you.
choke
No, you
yourself.
can do it. No, you can do it.
You're gonna be like,
Trust me.
gulp, gulp.
I don't think it'd be as fast as you're thinking a shot should be. Really.
Nah, it's gonna make a
No,
mess.
no,
and
no, no, no.
then-
I'm not saying it should be fast. I'm just saying take a shot. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying. I didn't say
Alright.
I didn't,
Take a
I didn't say it was
sip.
gonna be easy. I didn't say you was gonna live to see it, but just try.
Just swallow a little bit.
Look at me yawning and things. So.
Good.
Ugh. All right. I think we understood. Pumpkin is maybe top 2 worst seasonal food.
I don't agree.
It's top 2 for sure. I can't think of like is fruit cake really that bad to you? Where it's top 1 and
Fruitcake,
2?
candy corn is fucking just trash in my mouth.
So top 3. All right.
I don't.
Would you
bro,
quit
I,
your
I
job?
like pumpkin. Bro. I actually like pumpkin.
We're never gonna convince him. Would you quit
No,
your
no, no.
job to work for Logan Paul? If not Logan Paul, what celebrity?
Backstory.
Backstory. So, some guy, and I wish I had like his TikTok name on hand just so I could blast him. Like
Logan
some
Paul
guy,
fan 323.
Logan Paul fan, 009. He said he quit his job and he drove. I believe he drove, not flew,
Mhm.
but drove to where Logan Paul was, I guess, in the vicinity of. Found this man, which don't know if that's stalking or I don't know if we could call that a crime.
I
Found
don't
this
think Logan
man.
Paul is just advertising to people where I am. So
Yeah.
however he found him
We
was,
don't know.
you know.
We don't know.
He
He
was
just
in a public place.
he just walked up to him,
a
though.
crowded place.
yes, but he also had to know he was there.
Wasn't he at like an event? It looked like.
I don't know. This guy's a freak. Anyway, he found Logan Paul and he harassed him while he was being surrounded by all his friends and fake friends that he pays to be his friends. And he's like, "Hey man, this is my story. I quit my job because I wanna learn from you and work." I just
Logan
thought
Paul's
of part 2
listening
to
to all
this question.
Yeah, Logan Paul's he's listening to all this and like
Look at
being
him
a pretty
in the
good
face.
listener.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like dumbfounded. At this point, I think he's put back by what this dude has done to get here and what for.
Wow, what an idiot. Why would he do this?
Yeah, once he heard what he was here for, he was like, "Oh shit!" Like, dang man, like, yikes!
why would you do
Like,
that?
why would you do that? Yeah. And he's even trying to help the guy, which I'm not a Logan Paul fan. I never will be. But at this point in the video, he's making some good points. Like, yeah, man, like, you know, I just did my own thing. Like, you know, you should be focusing on that. Just make stuff. Just make things. Create things, and that's how you can, you know, get where I'm at. Like, it's really there's not a trick to it. It's not anything I could give you. You just have to find it on your own.
So, Dion, you left out the most important part. The thing that really makes this story big, or that doesn't sit right with a lot of people, is the pay from his previous job.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. I left this out. He quit a job that was $100K salary.
Mm-hmm.
$100K salary.
Okay, a year.
If I had $100K salary, why am I even thinking about quitting? Am I being harassed at work? Is someone attacking me every day?
He's getting bullied. He's getting stuffed in a locker at his job. He had to be.
He
'cause
must
there's no
be,
other
right?
reason.
He goes
Wait a
into
minute.
work and somebody slaps him in the face. The first thing. They don't even say good morning. They just go, "Give me some
More-
coffee."
more- Wait a minute.
Good morning, John.
Yeah. Good morning, John. Don't talk to me at this hour. It's
Give me the
7:30.
give me the pumpkin spice latte.
Give me the shit before I slap you again.
He was making $100K as a welder. As a
As a
fucking-
Welding?
As a welder.
Oh, you know
A
what?
trade? This guy's an actual idiot. There's no two ways about it. He's an actual idiot.
I'm on my phone right now. I looked it up just to make sure I can back up what I'm saying. As
Welding is a
welder.
great career.
Here's the thing. He could find another welding job. So there is that.
It also says
As
he's an
dumb
inspiring
as
influence.
as dumb
say
as
what?
as dumb as that decision is, he could always just find another welding path. So that's
Perhaps.
there's that
Well,
part. Yeah.
It depends on how
if he broke the
serious they
bridge.
take how he, you know.
How he quit.
Yeah.
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 He could have quit in a very dramatic way. We don't know the full story. We just know he quit. He could have stood on someone's desk and
No,
peed
no,
on
no,
it.
no.
You know,
Fuck
like
you,
he
I'm out
could
of here. I'm
have.
gonna work for Logan Paul.
That's very
Yeah.
reasonable because he very dramatically went to Logan Paul and asked for a job. So leaving dramatically would fit the character.
And then in the TikTok, he's dramatically crying about this
Yeah.
huge mistake he made with his life.
This is clearly a dramatic person.
This guy's a drama king.
Mr. Austin Wallace, inspiring influencer. We pray that you can get a job.
Let that hurt
make
go.
it as an influencer or something.
I'm not gonna pray for him. He'll be fine. He'll be alright.
Make some TikToks, some dancing TikToks. That always works.
I don't think he wants to dance right now.
Yeah, get dancing. Yeah, do like that girl that was crying and dancing.
I don't think he got anything to do with jig right now, bro.
Yeah, you know. Didn't even notice. That's what he needs to be doing. Can't believe this fool. And this actually reminds me of something that come up on Twitter before. You know, dinner with Jay-Z or 500K, like up front. This is the same thing. It's the same thing. 100K salary or maybe work for Logan Paul. Not even a guarantee. Just go talk to him. See if he wants to give you a job. Real talk though. You guys having dinner with Jay-Z or are you taking that money?
Money.
Not even a hesitation dinner with Jay-Z.
Well, yeah, because you need the life experience and the know-how.
No, he wants the clout. He want to tell people he had dinner with Jay-Z. That's what it is. I want 500K so I could have 500K. Jay-Z's not gonna give you keys to success. He's gonna say this risotto is divine, and that's like
he's gonna say what's your name?
Yeah,
you know, I really recommend the fettuccine.
Yeah, I come to this place all the time. It's my favorite place. V doesn't like it. V doesn't like it. So I come here on my own, you know, no kids, no wife, and I pig out. He's like, give me another steak. Eating 2 steaks every time he comes to the place.
And then he says, you chose this over 500K? Huh.
I mean, I wouldn't have done that, but hey, that's your life, bro.
You know what? I mean, little weird, but you know, this food is good. You know, I guess.
You ever watch Tiger King? He's like years behind on all the TV.
He just says, so I just started Dawson's Creek.
I just started Dawson's Creek. That's a pretty neat show.
You ever hear this show called Lost?
You ever heard of Lost? Breaking Bad? I'm just getting into these things. These are new to me. He's like, oh, you're not even touching your mac and cheese. What's the problem? I'll take it. He's just a glutton. He's just eating everything at the table. Bring some dessert.
He gets a call. Hey, what's up, B? What am I doing? Oh, I'm just having dinner with. What's your name?
I'm having dinner. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. I'm having dinner with. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're like, don't even want to say your name. Don't even want to do it.
It's me. It's Dion. And she's like, oh hi. All right. Anyway, like just completely roll over. You are nothing. You don't matter. You're just having lunch with Jay-Z, and then after that, you're going home. You're going home empty-handed, or at least your stomach is full.
Or a to-go box.
Yeah.
In a swan or some shit. I don't know.
He's not giving you keys to success. Why should he? Who are you? You're just some asshole.
Why would he want a competitor?
Even thinking about it in that aspect, you know, your competition, you are small competition at best. You're not going to be at his level next year. There's no way. He's been doing this shit for longer. It's going to take you at least 10 years to be like, you know, where he's at.
Right, this man isn't going to groom you to be his fucking protege. No.
For what?
No way.
He has children for that. He literally has kids. You can't be one of his kids.
What if best case scenario, he likes you enough to be like, you know what? Let's do this again next week. That's the best case scenario.
Best case scenario, he wants to have lunch with you again. You have to be the most charismatic person to really woo Jay-Z, and he's just like, you're a good dude, like touching you and shit. That's how you know it worked. When he's like touching you and shit, he's laughing with you.
He's like, you know what? I actually had dinner with Meek Mill the other day. That was dreadful. You know what?
Meek is the worst. He always orders weird shit, and then he combines it together.
He wants me to go out next week. You know, I think I'm gonna cancel him. You good for dinner?
Just you as a scapegoat.
You good for dinner? Meek Mill he goes to dinner with Jay-Z. Halfway through the dinner, his stomach hurts. He goes to the bathroom, and you don't see him for 30 minutes every single time. Every single time he goes to the bathroom, it's 30 minutes, and you're out there just waiting. You could be done with your food. You could be finished, and you're just, man, I don't want to leave like while he's in the bathroom because that's gonna make me look bad. But he's really still in there. It's been a while, you know. Check your phone. You're like, man. Text him, hey, are you okay?
He's on Twitter.
Like, you see a new tweet?
What the fuck is going on?
Go in the bathroom. Hey, bro, get out of there.
Meek Mill's tweeting out. God gives his hardest battles to his strongest
soldiers.
really in there
Oh,
struggling.
my God. You go in there and you just hear the sounds of terror, the sounds of horror, just beatboxing
You hear
going
grenades.
off.
You hear grenades going off.
It's World War II in there. You know, hey Meek, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave, bro. I paid the bill. I paid the bill.
I better rush. I gotta pick up Blue Ivy.
I gotta get out of here. It stinks.
Imagine for a second that a friend goes into the bathroom, right? And then maybe like 15 minutes later, you see restaurant personnel like worrying, hurriedly, like in and out of the bathroom.
Like, oh,
doing shit like, oh my God, what's happening?
Somebody's falling out, and the other guy's like
Right,
trying
I
to
just
keep
feel
him
like,
on his
alright,
feet.
bro.
Come on, bro, we gotta get out of here. He's like, yeah, I'm not
Saving
going
Meek
in there.
Mill?
I'm not going
The
in
friend
there.
over there? I don't know.
So if you're
What was the
charismatic enough, Jay-Z will use you to avoid Meek Mill. That's the most you can do. Maybe you'll learn
It's
something.
not bad.
Maybe
Yeah,
a few weeks. In a few weeks, you'll learn something.
Maybe hanging out with Jay-Z is cool. Maybe that's it.
That's
Maybe
it.
that's just a fun
Just
thing.
fun. You know, you can tell all your friends and family, yeah, I hang out with Jay-Z like once a week. No big deal. He
Yeah.
flies me where he needs me to be, and we just have
Yeah.
we have a meal.
To answer your question, it depends on the job.
I
Terry
quit my
Crews
job.
you're Terry Cruz's oil man.
No, because I'm already
Ooh, I
working
can't
for
do it.
celebrity.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
that. I could be The Rock's oil man for sure. I could be like maybe even
Definitely
Vin
be The
Diesel's
Rock's
oil
oil
man. Like,
I'd be Yahya Mateen the second's oil man.
I'd be his
Boone,
anything.
let's go.
I'd be
Got
his
your back,
anything.
bro. Oh, his
That'd be
anything. His anything?
Whatever
That's
you
a
need,
bold.
man.
That's big.
So he comes to me and he says, "Yeah, so what do you like to do?" And I just hand him. So on my application, he says what I want to do, and I left it blank. You fill that in, Yaya, and you tell me what you need me to do.
Whatever you want, bro. I got you.
Whatever you want. You want me to clean your shoes right now? I could go get all the materials.
I'll be
Anything
right
you
back.
need.
Give me 15
You
minutes.
want more small little beanies to put on your head? I got you, man.
I got you.
Anything.
I'll be all over on the internet, all over Amazon and where you shop at PacSun. I'll be on
You need me to polish your weightlifting material? Anything, man.
anything for you, brother. I do a lot of things for a lot of different people, I bet, but it's got to be one of my favorite women. Got to be Kaylani.
What would the job be? What do you think the job would be?
Man,
Giving her tattoos.
I'll rub the cream on
Rub-
your tattoos.
Keep the tattoo fresh.
Yeah, I'll keep it fresh for you. I'll keep it nice and fresh.
That I thought of a good one. I'd love to work for SZA and just write new lies for her to tell.
Oh my God.
I'd love to be a writer for her, not to write her music, but just for her to go on the internet and just say whatever she feels like saying. It'd be like, so that was a great time for you.
Excuse me.
Now's a great time for you to say that you've never had an apple before. People will love that. Go for it. That'd be a great job for me. You have a job you would like to do for a celebrity?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I feel like I would be Frank Ocean's personal motivational speaker,
Motivation speaker.
so that we can get a freaking album. Just be like, so
No.
today, let's talk about this album.
No,
Let's talk about why you're making a jewelry line and not an album.
That'd be a great job because at every turn he's gonna be like, well, I would love to talk about that, but right now it's not a good time. I'll talk about that later. You'd get paid every day, but he'd just keep pushing it off. He'd just keep
Literally.
thinking, I'll tell you that. We'll talk about that next time.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you want to help me get groceries? It'd be like, I guess, Frank.
Thank you. I would literally want to be his assistant, but then I feel like I would just hassle him, just be like, so the album. How about the studio today? I penciled you
like-
in. I penciled you in. I said,
You know what?
I said the studio.
He'd just
It's
tell
a
you, you know
good
what?
thing.
I was going to the studio, but I just left. I left my oven on. We gotta go back and
Thank
we
you.
gotta turn that off.
You gotta,
And he
like-
just chills at his house.
You gotta
He's
change
like,
the location
actually,
in the GPS.
I'm working
like,
on,
where are we
on my
going?
jewelry. Would love to, but
You
gotta go
roll
lay
up.
on the couch. Gotta go lay on the couch for a while. So maybe next
You know,
time.
I was thinking of finishing all the Harry Potter books. I'll get to the album right after that.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay, let's read them together. I'll read them to you real fast. Okay. Harry was with Hermione, and then he took the. Just as fast as you can. Next page.
I feel like I would just bribe him like a kid. I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, guess who's at the studio today? Just guess. No, just guess. Why don't we go?
Let's go
check?
see. before they leave. You won't say any
Literally.
he or she, nothing. No hints.
Literally.
And then there's nobody there. It's just the
Exactly.
just the engineer, and he's
well,
like,
They must have
"Hey,
left.
Be like,
Well,
well,
we're here.
Frank,
while we're
Frank,
here,
your
let's
mom,
record a song.
Let's just
Frank,
let's
your
just
mom,
see
your
what comes
mom.
up. Just get in there and see how it feels."
Well, but
Frank,
why
you're-
not? We don't want to waste a trip. Let's just go ahead and,
We don't want to waste the trip.
Don't wanna waste the gas
like
money.
I told you, if you wouldn't have been taking so long, we could have beat them.
And then
Looks
you,
like
and
they
then,
left.
then you pull
Looks
out
like
Frank
his,
they
really wants to talk to you,
pull out
Frank,
his
and they really
songbook.
love to know.
Literally.
pull out
Look what
pull out
just-
his songbook. I brought this just
Oh
in
my
case.
gosh.
I thought, you know.
How did that
maybe-
get in there?
How did that get in there?
Oh, silly me. Ah, man. You know, I heard this was a good book though.
Literally.
I thought I left this back at your house. I can't
Thank
believe
you.
it. Ugh, sticky fingers. What am I gonna do?
Right. I would love that.
That's a good answer. I'll do anything for Kehlani. Whatever. I don't care.
That's a good choice. I would say you could like roll her blunts, but she doesn't smoke anymore.
I'll be her body pillow. I'll lay like a log, and I won't sleep. I won't get comfortable. I'll just solidify myself. I'll just be a solid, rock hard body pillow
Solid object.
for her to.
You could just hold her microphone.
Yes.
If she needs somebody to put her socks on for her, can I also apply just for that position?
No, you can't take away what I'll
I'm
do
just
it.
asking.
I'll
I'm asking
do
if
it.
there's more. I'm asking if there's more positions available.
There's not enough. There's none. All full up.
literally,
Sorry.
You're literally drowning in work.
You didn't know.
I'm suffocating in shit that she wants me to do,
Hey,
and no
hey,
one
you
can
need some
do
help?
it but me.
And she's like, maybe we should maybe we
Wanna
should
hire
get some
more
help.
help?
No, it's
No.
okay.
Snap at her like a mean dog. No, I got this. Carrying all these heavy ass bags on my back. My fucking knees are wobbling. I got this. You know, I'm carrying all her kids' stuff, putting shit together. Like, I'm basically
She's like, are
I'm-
you sure? You
I'm
sure you don't need any
basically-
help?
I'm a male best friend to a single parent. That's what I become.
There you go.
He says, I'm meeting Frank in the studio today. I don't think he's gonna show up actually.
I mean, like, let me call his assistant and see. Let me see if she's in the area. She'll get him here.
Thank you.
She knows how to get him. Have
Thank
like
you.
food. Have like drop like candy on the street for
Thank
Frank,
you.
and he's like, oh, he's like,
Ooh,
oh, I
piece of
love
candy.
these Sour Patch Kids, my favorite. And then he walks in, and he's like, hey, wait a minute, this is the studio.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet. I'm going.
I'll literally
Lock him-
just
lock
call
him in the booth.
Just call Tyler, the creator, be like, look, so I'm trying to come up with this
Listen, I
plan.
need
We gotta
your
get
help. I
Frank
need your
out of the house, bro. We gotta get him to the studio.
Let's trick him. Let's set up a studio inside the car. So that when he gets in the car and he's thinking, oh, we're just driving to, Denny's or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like the soundproofing is all over. There's a partition from the driver. There's a
Oh, this car is
microphone.
kinda weird.
And you just like, hit the record button? Huh? I'm feeling inspiration? Huh?
I'll just be like, oh no, it's Tyler the creator's birthday party. Let's go. And then it's just studio.
Ooh. Oh.
He'll be like, but I brought him this
Wait.
gift.
And
That's
then
so
you take
weird.
it-
That's so weird. I thought his birthday was 3 months. Well, I mean, it's on the schedule.
It's a surprise. This is the only time. This is the only time we have available. He
Tricking the hell
literally
out of Frank
goes.
Ocean.
Well, I
gets
know
this
Tyler's a busy person.
extravagant gift. Just goes in, really sentimental gift. Shows up to the studio.
Then you just take it. You say,
Where's
I'll take that.
Tyler?
I'll take that. Throw it outside. I'll take that. Thanks. And then you're like, all right, let's go ahead and let's cue this up. I got a beat for you right here. There we go. Get his ass in the booth.
Thank you.
Do the same
We
thing with
need it.
Rihanna. Rihanna would be. That's like best of both worlds. That's Kehlani energy. That's Frank energy. She wanna be doing makeup and lingerie. Get in
She's
the
a
booth.
billionaire. You don't get a billionaire by just doing one thing. No,
I'm
you gotta
telling
take
you,
over everything.
when Frank posted
True.
that jewelry line, I was just like, sir,
You mother.
you have
you
not
fi-
released an album since 2017.
Did you ball your fist up upon hearing it? Were you just like,
And he hasn't been performing, bro. What are you doing?
yeah?
He's chilling.
Well, I mean,
He's
well,
chilling.
to be fair, COVID. So like, a lot
No,
of people
he's
are
literally
performing.
no. It doesn't matter. Pre-COVID,
It doesn't-
It doesn't
he
matter.
had been.
I'm just listen, man. I'm just trying to listen, man.
He was
I don't
just
know
like-
Frank person.
Whoa, that almost Coachella performance really did me in. I'm gonna take a break.
He said,
Like you didn't
"Oof,
even
I'm
perform
tired."
because of COVID.
I'm
Just
tired.
Just the publicity of it
I'm
all.
gassed.
That was a lot of work getting out of the
I don't-
house and
Hey.
coming
I don't
back
know-
to the house.
I don't know Frank
Thank
like you do personally. I'm just trying to say, we don't know. I don't know. When you get that information out of him, you let us know.
I will.
I like that the question is if not Logan Paul. Of course not Logan Paul. Right?
Who would pick?
Who of us would say, no, yeah, Logan Paul would be a great option for quit my job and work for Logan Paul? He's gonna have me doing jackass stuff. Like
I'd rather work for Paul Wall.
that might be a better
Grills.
opportunity.
Q Grills.
That might be a better opportunity. Logan Paul would have me riding a unicycle into like a flaming hoop, just because, and then he'll pay me. If I die, I die.
I was gonna say like I was
He'll
gonna
just
say
put the
maybe like
money in your
Logan.
hand.
Yeah,
I was gonna think of a Logan Paul joke, but I literally have nothing. I don't know literally anything about him.
I work
Nothing
for
good.
Jake. Can I just promote his earbuds all over the
Is
place?
that the guy that got fired from Disney Channel? He was the one, right? Because Jake.
Logan
wasn't
Paul?
on-
Was he on
Was
I
he
thought
on
Jake
Disney
Paul was
Channel?
No.
I thought
Was he
Jake Paul
not
was on
this-
Disney Channel.
Was he beside Forrest one?
I thought that was I thought that was Logan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
He got
was
canceled
Logan.
for that, and then he got fired from Disney Channel.
I didn't know he
I
worked.
I thought
for
Jake Paul was the
Disney.
one that. I thought Jake
I
Paul
don't
was the one
think
that had
Jake
Disney.
was a.
That's over. Go to the next question. We'll
Next
get back to
question.
this.
Next question. We'll find out.
Not film bodies in the forest.
Who are some of your favorite canceled artists?
Yeah, he was on Bizarre Bark.
Oh.
Who?
This is a trap.
So far removed from Disney Channel at this point. That's like, sure, okay, whatever. That
Also,
sounds
is
like
this
an
not a trap
idea.
question?
Hmm?
This is a trap question, isn't it?
How's it a trap question?
Well, who are some of your favorite canceled artists?
Yeah, yeah. Who do you like that's canceled?
Therefore, if you like them and they have been canceled, then you're a bad person.
It should
Well, that's up to
On the
that's
record.
subjective. That's subjective.
on the record. Michael Jackson, possibly.
Is he canceled because he's dead? Or
Yeah, I don't think Michael Jackson ever. Yeah.
I was good. Well, it's a tough one. He died first, but should he be canceled? You know,
But is he? No.
that's what I'm saying. Well,
I don't know if you
Well,
can
who is-
cancel dead people.
Right.
but I'm saying you can't cancel dead people. Are you sure? Because we can still not
I
listen
don't
to dead
think
people's
so.
music. You
No,
don't.
I
You
mean-
sure? You don't think dead people can be canceled? You think because like if I did if I do something bad and then you guys find out after death, you can't be like, you know what, we really shouldn't be fucking with it. Because Chris Benoit got canceled, absolutely.
I
But
think
we got to
canceling-
talk about the
Not
you have to
Chris
talk
Benoit.
about the motivation of canceling. They do results, and they want to see that person like be affected by it.
Yeah. You want to stop the stop the flow of income. That's what you want to do when you cancel somebody.
So just like I don't want to support them because of what they did. I was thinking like I was thinking like that's just the base point of being canceled. So if you're canceled at some point, that's at somewhere in the core of it. So off that thinking was like, Michael Jackson, that probably fits the bill. Besides that, I would probably say, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm gonna remember.
I'm just thinking, like, can you cancel someone who, like, how do you support someone who's dead?
That's a better question.
How do you support someone who's dead? I think we're gonna cancel artist. My favorite cancel art, Doja Cat, might be my favorite. She got a soft canceling when all that weird stuff was coming out, and then some people said they were lying, and other
They just
people
couldn't
I don't
stop
know.
because her music is so good.
It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. But I like me some Doja, so hey, that's another
answer.
celebrity I'd
You
work
say
for.
That's
She'd
a
have
good
me doing
answer.
some wonky shit too.
He might have you lotion their feet.
Oh man, you know them joints like
Yeah. Dijonay.
This-
No, La Cienega. I'm sorry.
La Cienega.
Yeah.
Go Google Mooga. That's what I'm gonna.
Besides Mike, I'd probably say Kanye.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
Solid
I've,
choice.
I've yet to move past the whole slavery was a choice thing. I've yet to move past
And
it.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't need to move past it. Screw him for saying such a stupid thing. No, we shouldn't have to move past that. That was dumb as hell.
I had to listen to my sister like try to explain like, well, you know, when he really means by it, and it's like, shut up.
No,
Shut
we
up.
shouldn't be
Let's
trying
not-
to figure
Get
out
out
what he
my
really
car.
means. We shouldn't be
No.
trying to interpret what he said. He said something stupid. He should have corrected himself, but instead he doubled down. So fuck him.
Donda wasn't that bad.
Donda was pretty whack.
I was about to say, yeah.
Pretty
Donda's pretty whack.
There was like 15 good songs.
Compare
that's good
Donda
enough to be a good album.
to Certified Lover Boy.
I still don't
I
finish
think
that album.
Certified Lover Boy is better. But I
That's
don't
a
think
good
Certified-
album.
Yeah.
It's a good album versus a bad one.
I think they're both good. That's my thing. I think they're both good. I just think Donda is slightly worse because of how there's a lot of unnecessary songs. Anyway, keep going about the canceled artist.
Tavares, did you have a choice?
I don't really have a canceled artist like that
Wait,
I
can
actually
we-
enjoyed.
You like Rurouni
Can
Kenshin?
we pause for 2 seconds?
Woo! So who are your favorites? Some of your favorite canceled artists. You love that new Tory Lanez album, right?
Yeah, I would say Tory Lanez, and I understand that he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot.
But
in
you
the
just don't give a
toe.
damn, huh?
The album
she deserved it?
the
Tell the
album
truth.
is so good. It's so good. I listen to it every day. I played it in Eric's car when we went to the movies.
And I was unimpressed.
I enjoy it a lot. And I know that it's controversial. And I know that I will get hate for it, for listening to it. But I'm very bad about, like, people get canceled. And if they make... See, this is where the issue came. Because Eric kind of put me in check. It's different if you listen to music that artists made in the past and they get canceled later. Because the music was in the past, you can still listen to it. This album came out this... So,
That
me
came out after
listening to it,
after he damn near
yeah.
kind of admitted
Me
to like I did shoot
listening-
her.
yeah, me listening to it is very problematic. It's just really good.
Canceling is,
I mean,
is pretty subjective, right? Like, it
Yeah,
should be
that's true.
objective, but it turns to be pretty subjective.
Nobody canceled the baby when he killed that guy in Walmart.
That was his
It
jumping
wasn't
off
popping
point
yet.
of his
It
career.
wasn't popping yet for us to cancel.
That's how his career started. It's
The
different.
contrary, a lot of people in Charlotte want him gone. A lot of people in Charlotte have never gone past that.
Stop claiming here. We don't
But
want you
again,
from
he
here.
said, I don't know what went down in the Walmart.
I don't know what
He's
went
a
down.
He's a
he
liar.
Says, as he
He's a
checks
liar.
his clip in his
As
magazine.
the guy that he literally killed is on the ground.
Shot in the back. Shot in the back.
Went down.
I'm not really sure what happened. You know, I'm just a little.
I'm not sure how that went down, but if it happens again, what's that got to do with me?
Literally.
Yeah, he was sucking dick in the parking lot.
I had to shoot him. He was sucking my dick in the parking lot, and I couldn't let him tell anyone. He said he was gonna tell his sister. So I thought to myself, either kill them both or just kill him.
So I don't really have one, but I want to ask you this. What's everybody used to like Boosie, right?
Sure,
And
Everybody?
then he got cancer,
sure.
and then we were like, man, that sucks, man. Boosie, he's a cool dude, I would say nobody really disliked Boosie besides haters, right? At that when his career was starting.
Okay.
Like the early 2000s. Sure.
Was it early?
Not
2000s?
like
I
he
didn't have a
wasn't big enough-
reason
he
to
wasn't big
dislike
What's
him.
his...
Yeah, he was never big enough for like he was big to like probably our community, but he wasn't popping enough for him to have like haters like that. No.
Yeah, he's not huge. That's the thing that gets tripped up about Boosie. He's
Name
big.
name three
not
name three
huge.
Boosie songs. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not huge.
So my question is, does he still have cancer? And at what point between cancer and now
In his body?
did he decide to start saying some dumb shit?
No, I feel like I think this is how he always was.
Yeah, this is how
Yeah.
he
It's
was raised.
It's pretty consistent. It's pretty consistent to what I think of Lil Boosie as the person was being then to now. We've all
Think
grown.
about Soulja
He's
Boy.
like-
Think about Soulja Boy. He's the same person that he was all those years ago because that's who he is.
Yeah.
It's just who he is. Boosie was this person. He went to jail, and so we didn't
Soulja.
hear from him for a long time. But he was doing the same shit in jail. I promise.
Sucking dick?
No, he would
Well-
beat somebody up who was sucking dick.
Yeah.
He's bullying people who are just trying to survive in prison. That's what he's
hears
doing.
people. He hears people sucking dick, and he just knocks on the door just to make sure. It's like it's not two men in there, right?
Also, the Pat Out episode. Y'all heard about Soulja Boy calling Kanye broke, right?
Soulja Boy called Kanye broke. Well, Soulja Boy is the first rapper ever. He might know something I don't.
He was
Soulja
like,
Boy.
yeah, I exposed you, nigga. I exposed you. That's why Kim Yo left your ass, whatever, because you broke, nigga.
Soulja Boy
Exactly.
recently got fucking scammed by somebody in thinking that he purchased Atari, the game company. But in fact, he only purchased Atari coin, which is like cryptocurrency with the Atari name on it. He had a contract and everything, and he thought he owned Atari.
Is that why he came up with that game system?
No, this is after. This is recent.
No.
This is
Oh
recent.
my
You can look
God.
this up. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And it was just constantly coming out. Like Atari also came out with a statement. They were like, "That's not true. Like we never signed any deals with Soulja Boy. Blah blah blah." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I got the contract right here." And it's Atari coin. Like it's very embarrassing.
I'll
So
say this.
you know,
I said this about Soulja Boy. His music, oh, you know,
Quite
Let's
the
not-
noise.
let's not-
Quite
let's
the
not
sound
dis-
effect
let's
there.
not
brother.
that's what
disrespect
that's
Kiss Me
that's
Through
the
the Phone.
emotion that his
Or
music
it's
Do it
gives.
again.
like in that
Let's
time.
not disrespect Kiss Me Through the Phone. Let's not do that.
I
No, I'm
love
talking about his
Kiss Me Through the
newest shit.
Phone.
His newest shit's better than what it was 10 years ago. Honestly, his
Really?
newer music's probably
Draco.
better than, yeah, yes, yeah. 10 years ago, Torch, 2010s. What Soulja Boy songs were you listening to then? Freaking Got My Hammer was in like 2008. Listen, he would listen. It was not good in 2010. It wasn't good in 2010. So it's probably better now than it was a decade ago.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're comparing.
I'm comparing him to
you're
him.
comparing bad to potentially other bad. That's
I'm
not-
comparing
that's not
him
what
to
I was saying.
himself.
No, yeah,
comparing
him
him
to
to
himself. His original,
But is
his
his music good overall?
well,
Now, it's still
Now-
changing.
I think it's iconic,
His newer music,
which
good
doesn't
overall.
necessarily mean good.
He has a hit song. He has a hit song now, like a certified hit song.
Really, what's it called?
Draco.
I mean, I think that counts. I think
Oh,
it
is that
a hit.
the clap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make it clap.
You make it clap? Yeah, that's a hit
You
song.
make it-
That's a hit song.
Yeah, I think that does count. We
Is
don't
Rick
discuss,
is
like,
Rick and
what
Morty
Rick
his
stuff.
song? Is Rick and
Yes.
Morty his song?
Yes, it is.
He's
Yes,
still
Rick,
trying to stay
Rick,
relevant.
Rick,
It's working.
Rick. That is.
It's
his-
working.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to bring up. I will give him credit because he is able to stay relevant. All
He makes
these
trendy.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're bad, I'm telling you, like those are all over TikTok. They got a whole
Well, that's what
TikTok dance.
He's
for the
always
clap.
had trendy songs.
Rick and
He's
Morty. That's what I'm
he's-
saying. He's iconic.
That's his
There
real
we go.
superpower. It's staying
We
relevant.
still, we
Staying
still
relevant.
listen to
That's his
Kiss Me
power.
Through the Phone. We still listen to Kiss Me Through the
I
Phone.
was
do not
dancing to
listen.
the club with it yesterday before a
Six,
bottle,
seven,
before a bottle
eight.
got cracked over another dude's head.
I'll tell you. I'll need to full story on that later or whatever.
I think like your opinion aside, Tavares, like he did have his hits. He did have an era that he was really in control of. After that era, he fell off heavily. That's like mostly the 2010s, and now he's trying to make a big comeback. But all of these years, all 20 of those years, almost, he has stayed
I've heard
relevant.
Soulja Boy. I've
He
heard Soulja
keeps
Boy's
coming
name,
up.
absolutely.
He keeps coming up.
Yep.
He's like, hey guys,
Compared
it's me
to all,
again.
and just think about all the people during that time, because I feel like the
Who-
music was kind of similar around like Soulja Boy's time. Think about all those people that
He made the
haven't
music.
come back.
Yeah,
That
came and
can't
went.
make exactly.
They came and went. They're done. They're
Exactly.
living settled
New-
lives
New
with
Boys-
families.
Trinidad
somewhere.
James was-
Think New Boys. Where they
New
Ain't
at?
no
Boys.
jerking
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, one of
Where
them
they
died.
What
One of
was
them
the other-
died.
what was the other group?
One of them
I
died.
I thought that was the Cali. I thought that was the guy that did the Dougie, not the New Boys.
Cat Daddy.
No, I was pretty sure
No.
Cat Daddy is New Boys.
No,
I was
thought the
pretty
guy that
sure
did the Dougie.
it's not?
The guy that did the Dougie.
You sure they're not on the song?
That
The
Chris
Cali-
Brown's on the song.
The Cali boys that did the Dougie. I thought that was the one that died.
My
I
dad.
thought it was one of the
I'm
New
fresh.
Boys.
That is. He did die. From the one that did My Dougie, the song.
We gotta look up all the specifics.
What
on
was
this.
the? There was two like groups, like rapping groups back then. It was the New Boys and who else?
The Cali Fresh Boys.
Do
The
you know
Cali
the
something
song?
boys.
Yeah, can you
You
help
know
us
the
It
out?
was the Dougie one. It was the Dougie one, right?
No, I don't think they were that.
I can't
They
remember.
were-
fucking,
you don't
I
think they
can't
were
remember
that
a single
poppin'?
song. Because I know that the New Boys is the one
know
that signed
Soulja
with
Boy.
Nick Cannon.
What?
What?
You don't remember
What?
that?
No.
No.
I don't know if they
Mindless-
signed with them, but they
Cute
got
mindless behavior.
Is that
I
it?
know
That
mindless
was-
behavior.
No,
Yes,
that
of
was-
course.
That's not what I was talking about. But
See, Mrs. Right.
For some reason-
Those kids were trying to fuck in middle school. They were like, I'm
Oh,
going to
was it?
Japan. I'm going to France.
Was it Pretty Ricky?
no,
Pretty
that
Ricky,
too
that
far
was
back.
early
That's
2000s.
too far back.
Yeah, that's
Rap group either.
That's like
I love
2001.
Pretty Ricky.
actually Pretty Ricky is kind of a rap group. They have they have at least two singers, but they were rapping
Yeah.
a lot.
I feel-
Like
I
they
think
had
of
like
them
2 or 3 dudes rapping.
No,
I
'cause
think
see,
more.
niggas.
I think of them more being like an R&B.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Let's agree that it's both.
grind on me.
I don't like niggas ruin Pretty Ricky.
How?
Niggas
How did
ruin-
niggas ruin?
all those videos they did with the fucking grinding on the sofa and
Oh.
shit like that. Yeah, no.
That's just one song. Come on.
All
another pri-
bro, I don't want
name-
to see niggas in a fucking fitted cap turned backwards or to the side or whatever.
Humping an
with shirt
ottoman.
off, pants sagging, just humping the ground for no. What
Tavares.
the fuck is this supposed to be, bro?
They look like you.
I'm just because you're light skin don't mean nothing. Shut up.
Ouch.
You should have been like them. You should have started doing what they were doing.
No, my fucking
Yeah.
brother was, and I hated that shit.
You missed a chance. Y'all could have done a duet. Y'all could have done a dual video.
Prettier Ricky.
Pretty
He grinds
That's
on the
when,
couch and you grind on the sofa. Boom.
That's when Who's the dude that branched off from Pretty Ricky? That did Boyfriend Number 2.
Pleasure P.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Boyfriend.
That's a good song.
Number 2.
That's a good song.
I like that he said, hey, I'm gonna play my role. I'm gonna be over here if you need me, and I know you're gonna need me. Here's my card.
We need to just do an episode on like 2010s music.
2000s and 2010s music. Yeah, because
I just think of like Bed, Jay Holiday.
It's good stuff. That's good stuff. Leading up to 2010 is where we'll get the most of our content from. But then stuff in like up to 2012, 2013, that's where the cap should be. Because after that, the music becomes modern like it is now.
Yeah.
You gotta try to avoid that.
When I think of 2015, 2016, I just think of
I'm a classic man.
We all wish to be
that
like
song.
that.
It's
A
the most-
classic man.
like song I can think of.
When was Far East Movement?
That
Like a
was
G6?
2010, 2011.
2010s.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No, it might have.
Or like LMFAO.
LMFAO, that's
2010s.
easily 2009. Easily
About-
2009.
Oh my god, I love them so much.
And that's
Skinny
the
Jean
stuff
era.
we
We'll
need
call
to
it
get
Skinny
into.
Jean era.
303.
Yeah, I love 303. I saw them
hate
at
303.
Warped Tour.
Yeah, I know you hate 303.
What was it?
love I'm
My
gonna show y'all
first
videos.
kiss went a little like this. No, thanks.
I was still clapping.
That's all we know how to do is out of sync clapping.
Katy Perry.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah, we gotta save this topic.
Yeah, save it for
What was the top?
another.
Yes.
We'll dig into it. We'll have a
Soulja
meeting.
Boy.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy.
We'll have a meeting.
Soulja Boy's
Shout out
not
to Soulja
canceled
Boy.
yet, but he never will be. If we're.
Shout out to Soulja Boy. We hope you make it back.
He said, "I used to
Keep
sell
staying
crack.
Stay
Yeah,
relevant.
he's back, Tavares.
I went
I
to
want
public
him-
school."
Let me clarify. First of all, I want him to be as big as he was back when he made his first hit.
Bro, we
Oh,
still
that's
talking
nice
about
of
it.
you.
So that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, he owns Atari now. You don't need.
Oh Jesus!
Dead.
Yo,
Moving on.
he's selling what he bought. He's selling what he bought for 140 million. So clearly, they fucking got him. Clearly, they got him good.
Do you think Ray J got canceled from Hit It First?
Ray J got Ray Con.
No.
so I don't wanna hear
No.
that.
it was a good
Ray J's
song.
fine. Ray J's fine.
Sexy Can I? That's my jam.
Did he pushed that girl in the
Niggas
pool,
uncancelable.
right? In his show,
Huh?
he pushed that girl in the pool, right? On his show.
You can't.
That's the kind of thing that might get you canceled. It didn't though, because
Kevin
she was
Gates
wilding
kicked that
first.
girl in the face. Kevin
See,
Gates
now-
kicked that girl in the face,
and
and
you still live.
You're problematic. That's what the problem is. It's a chaos. It's
This has
unbridled
been-
chaos.
Episode 20. The
23.
Quick Question Podcast. Let's go. So
This was a good one.
Game.
and hopefully we can either. As there, shout out to your handles real quick. Where can the people find you?
You can
That's
find
what
me
they
on Twitter at Deep Fried Senpai. That's on Twitter at Deep Fried Senpai.
Nice.
Tornado warning.
You hated Soulja Boy.
I don't hate Soulja Boy. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I
but
think
you're hating
I
on
think
the-
he could be
you're
doing
hating on
better
the-
in life.
You get owner of Atari? Yeah. What are your
Oh,
guys'
God.
socials?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram at SamarK_.
She only has
Co-host
an
number
Instagram.
one.
Don't bother her
You
on
didn't say
anything
that.
else.
I don't use Twitter.
You could find me on the Twitter space at Rad's Dad's Club.
That's Brad's with an S.
That's right. It's my club.
Club for Dads.
Co-host Beta Semper Pi.
Oh no. Sigma.
So,
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Your Proud Yeehaw. Follow the podcast. Twitter and Instagram at HQQ Podcast. Soulja Boy, if you're looking for new people to hire for your new Atari business, I'm always available. I can run your social media. Please let me know.
no, put me in.
I know-
Put me in.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know.
put
I know.
me on.
I know you're the first to own Atari, so
Yeah, that's
give a
the
clap.
thing.
there we go. There we go. You did it.
Soldier Boy,
You did
tell him.
Soulja Boy, tell 'em.
Soldier
We'll see you
Boy,
guys-
tell him.
We'll see you guys next week.